Hello. How? Oh, it's a little crazy over here. How are we doing? Thank you all so much for joining me. We have so much to talk about. It's a Marvelous movie. Like, let's get into it. Hi, guys. My name is Nikki.Star. I do comedic reviews of some of your favorite reality TV shows. The reality TV show that we are talking about today is Love Island. Before we get into it, we normally do a disclaimer. I haven't done one for like the past 2 days because this show has been a mess. But now I'm calm, cool, and collected. So let's do the disclaimer. We are watching extremely young people, like early 20s, right? We got one 30-year-old and one 27-year-old, but she has the brain of a squirrel. So, everybody here is very, very young. And they're also getting 4 hours of sleep. They're being manipulated by this production to entertain. They also have no connection to the outside world. So they don't know what we know. And they don't have the intel that we have. Please, guys, let's give our Sims some grace. And if you're watching this show to the point where it affects your mood and you're just not having a good time and you feel like you want to go to these people's socials and bully them or their family, stop watching. It's not that deep. Be entertained or don't. Like, if it's not fun, if it's not entertaining, if you're not having a good time, don't watch it. All right. Let's get into it. Production hates Casey. They do not like that boy. I feel like when Casey got to Casa, I feel like production breathed a sigh of relief and was just like, now finally America can see what we have been dealing with for 3 weeks. Now it's just like, since he's dropped his mask, production has stopped, giving him a good edit. Now they're showing everything because we would have never, if they liked that dude, we would have never got that scene where Casey and Trinity are laughing at Melanie's pain, watching Sincere talk to Amora. And what he said about her, we would have never got that if they liked that boy. They cannot stand him. So they're going to show us everything. And that lets me know that movie night is going to light that boy up. Movie night I feel like everybody's going to have something redeemable, but not KC. And you know what? Listen, this cast is getting a lot of life lessons. Maybe this is his. Let's get into it. Blasia, we up. Carl is back in the building. The girls greet Amora. She lets the girls know that Sincere. Oh, wait, let me bring up her picture. Amora lets the girls know that Sincere used we got a picture. That Sincere used Casa as a hall pass. Absolutely. We've been talking about how the boys are treating Casa like it was a trip to the DR. Like everybody but Bryce and Caleb. I cannot. Guys, I'm still so gagged that I'm rooting for a white man from the South. What is that? That's how bad this season is. That's how bad this season is. My God, today. And also, thank you, my love. Also, I feel like I'm going to be rooting for him even more because it seems like him and Amora were going to have a little something. It seemed like something might be happening with them. Amora, you better make it to the Final Four. But she just lets them know that Sincere, use Casa as a hall pass. Then Kate asked about Zach, and she's just like, so what about Zach? Was he like good? And Amora's like, well, Zach, he wasn't as bad as Sincere, but he played. And Kate was like, what do you mean played? And before she could get any other tea, TT was just like, can I pull you? Is that a lightning bug? What is it? Oh my God.
What?
Do you see? He is on the roof.
What?
Those are fireworks. He's shooting fireworks.
Where?
Oh, the kids in this neighborhood is bad. I thought it was lightning bugs. I'm so Philly. I thought it was lightning bugs. The kids are shooting off fireworks.
They just got kicked off of this roof over here, and this rooftop goes up to like floor 15. So they got kicked out over there. That's what I was telling you, Mom. And y'all they over there.
Where?
Right here.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
LA kids.
Oh, yeah.
No boundaries. My God, today. Like, we can all see them. Because I thought it was lightning bugs. I was like, oh, lightning bugs. Oh, it's oh, here come the helicopter. Oh, child. Let me mind my business because I'm not going to be a witness to nothing. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, and so Kayla was just like, what does that mean? And before she could get any additional tea out of Amora, TT pulls Amora for a chat. And she's like, I need to talk to you. But then Kayla, she starts talking to the girls and she's like, well, what was she talking about? What does she mean about Zach? Because I haven't heard that about Zach. And Trinity was just like, girl, she was talking about in the challenges, calm down. And Kayla was just like, no, she was going to say more, but then she pulled her. So what is that about? So I don't know if we missed more of the conversation, but Trinity went on mute and Kayla walked away and was just like, I got to get out of here. Because she felt some sort of way because I think for her, she was just like, y'all acting like y'all didn't hear what she said. And then you're trying to make me feel crazy. I heard her say that he was playing, but he wasn't as bad as Sincere. And I wanted some clarity. And before she gave me clarity, TT pulled her. But here's the thing. Kata, you got to trust your gut. You and Melanie, y'all, not Anaya, y'all have to trust what your woman's intuition is telling you. Because then Kata turns to not Jessica Alba, and she's like, you guys told me that he was so good, and Akasa, she's saying something different. So what's the truth? Like, what happened? And none of the girls would say anything. Not Jessica Alba was just like, she would not say anything. And I'm like, guys, y'all not saying nothing is making it worse for her. Like, speak up. But they instantly got quiet. And I'm like, Casa girls, it was almost good for y'all. It was almost good for y'all. Y'all are making it even harder. And here's the thing. I like that HR talked to the girls and allowed them to squash it and get along. Let me tell you something. The OGs are not featuring the Casa girls.
Okay.
They are playing nice. But when this show is over, they're not featuring them. They are not like they are, it's giving new hire, right? It's giving, co-workers in the lunchroom who don't really talk. That's what it's giving. The girls are just given just enough to not come off like bullies. But it is understood that after this show, they will never check for them again or ever. Okay, because they're not checking for them in this villa. Then TT pulls Amora and she tells Amora that Sincere in Casa is not Sincere in the village. She was just like, he's a totally different guy. Like, you have to tell Melanie. You have to let Melanie know everything and tell her the truth so, she can know for herself, because the guy that he was in Casa, he is not in the villa. He's like a totally different guy. He's acting like he didn't even know who you are. Here's the thing. I got to give it to Amora, right? Because she clocked that TT was just being messy. She clocked that TT really wasn't checking for her, because when she sat down with Sincere, they basically just squashed it and both agreed that, what happened in Casa stays in Casa. We're good. We're going to go on about our way. I will say, when Sincere hugged her and was just like, it was nice knowing you, big dog. She was like, okay, like, I agreed to protect you for now, but don't try to play me. And he was doing too much, because she really could have blew up his spot, but she chose not to. And I was just like, okay, Amora, because I feel like she wants her experience in the villa to go smooth. She doesn't want it to be tainted by no mess with Sincere. She's done with him. He was never really into her. So no sense of telling Melanie, breaking her heart or whatever about Sincere. No sense in her doing that, because for what? It's just going to make her situation even more complicated. So I think she was looking out for herself, because she absolutely could have blew up Sincere's spot, but she didn't. And I think it's because she wanted to have her own experience and didn't want it to be clouded by his nonsense. And I think that's and I think because of that, that's why when she sat down with Melanie, she reassured her that Sincere was the one for her. I will say this. I was like, oh, Amora, that's not what we brought you here for. Like, I mean, if you're not going to tell her the true tea, don't give her no fake tea and make her stay in this situation more than she's going to. I wasn't expecting that. Like the way she was just like, yeah, you and Sincere, you guys are great. You're good. Like he really, obviously, if he came back to you, then what we had just wasn't what you guys had. I'm like, oh, I don't need you reassuring her. Like, if you're not going to tell her, just don't say nothing. Don't reassure the girl. Melanie, her body was letting her know this wasn't it. I feel like the girl is about to get free. You come in and you reassure her that she's in the right coupling. What, Amora, that's not what we brought you back for. That's not what we brought you back for, because this conversation with Amora and Melanie happens right after Melanie sits down with Sincere, and she's still like, Melanie is still crying, right? Because Melanie is very intuitive. She knows, like, everything is telling her, but she's still very young. So the mind and the spirit and the body are not fully cooperating yet, right? She's going off of the clam and infatuation, right? So she's not really going to listen to that just yet. She has a little bit more growing to do, a couple more situations that will birth some stronger wisdom in her before she listens to them all collectively, right? She's just not there yet. But that is why I believe she was just so uneasy. You know, every time she speaks, she's ready to cry. She's ready to cry. Every time she talks to Sincere, she just starts crying because her body knows. Her body knows that this ain't it. Right? But it has to connect with her mind, her heart, and her clan. And they're just not communicating together yet. So she sits down with Sincere and she just lets him know her heart and like what she's feeling. She's just like, I don't want to cry anymore. Like, I don't want to feel this way. And Sincere is reassuring her. He's just like, oh, I chose you. Like, I came back. He was like, I came back to you. I picked you. And she was just like, Sincere, it's not that. The prize is not being picked, it's being respected. She's so wise. It's like she gets it. She just doesn't apply it to herself yet. And it's going to take time. It's okay. This is a candid event, but she gets it. I need my little sis to apply it. And Sincere fully doesn't understand because he's just like, well, I came back. I did what I had to do in Casa, but I came back to you. Isn't that good enough? And it's not good enough. She wants more than good enough. And he doesn't understand that because he's giving her the bare minimum and she's staying. And that is the confusion in this relationship. He's just like, if I'm a bad guy, why are you still here? And she's just like, I like you, even though you're a bad guy, but I want you to be a better guy. And that is where the youth comes in. Because she's still at the age where she thinks that, one, she can change a man, and two, that a man will change for her. None of those are true. And she doesn't know that yet. So she's going to have to go through some things to figure that out and eventually listen to her body because it's telling her. Her intuition is letting her know, girl, I'm already crying for you in the future, because I know this is going to be your life for a very long time. And we don't want that for you. I hope her ancestors give her some more dreams so our girl can get free of this situation. My God, today. But Amora and Sincere, they squashed it. Amora is on to, is it Caleb? Yeah, Amora is on to Caleb. I hope that happens. Listen, I'd be interested in that. I'd like to see it. Sincere is in this complicated nonsense with Melanie, but I think that was all Amora came to do, because I feel like from her conversation with TT, and I think from her conversation with production, she knew that she was going in there or being brought back in there to shake some things up with Sincere, and I think she decided not to do that. I think she said, this is my experience too, my journey, and I'm not going to allow it to be sullied by being, in a love triangle or bringing some mess to the villa. And I think that's very smart because I think she's very aware that this is also Friendship Island. And you don't want to come in here shaking stuff up and creating enemies when you're new, and you know that probably an elimination is coming up. And the villa is probably going to have to vote. Smart move on her end. Next up, the boys greet Carl. The fact that he is so popular after knowing these guys for 3 days speaks volumes about that guy. Here's the thing, though. Soon as he meets the villa guys, they immediately start asking him about Anaya. What's tea? Why are they so interested in Anaya's business? I do not get it, but I'm glad that Carl was just like, yeah, I'm interested in her. I'm still ready to explore. My walls are up. Like the whole time he's talking, Casey's making faces, looking at Corbin and rolling his eyes at Zach. For what? Like, I just don't get it. You said you don't like the girl. You said you don't want the girl. You said that you got what you wanted in TT. Why? Why do you care so much about what's going on in this girl's life? Mm-hmm. It was just so odd to me. But shout out to Bryce, right? Because while Carl, where's he at? While Carl was talking about Anaya and his walls up, Bryce was like, oh, well, she's been talking about you the whole time you've been gone. She really, really likes you, dude. Like, Bryce was really doing his big one, and I felt like he was doing his big one because of Trinity. I think he was just like, this is what Trinity would probably want me to do because he's never stuck up for Anaya, right? So for him to start singing her praises about how much she liked Carl to Carl, I said, oh, that's the spirit of Trinity. He better. But I think that he was doing that for brownie points for his girl. Yeah. Smart guy. Yeah. Smart. He was the only one out of all the boys who was just like, no, she likes you. And she really, really, really missed you the entire time that you are gone. I will say this. Carl throughout this episode has talked about his walls being up. He even talked about his walls being up when he pulled Anaya for a chat, and that it's going to take him some time. Baby, we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks. We are trying to take you and Anaya to the top, okay, of the freaking Milky Way. I'm going to give you 1 day, and then you got to heal. This whole episode, my walls is up. I'm going to need some time. We don't have time, so you want to figure it out. You want this money? You want these brand deals? Heal. I'm glad you're here, baby, but you're on a mission, okay? America put you to work. I'm going to give you 24 hours. Let's heal and let's lock in because movie night is tomorrow, baby. I hope you locked in. I hope you locked in. Oh, episode. Listen, I know it just happened, but you was in that damn cake and everybody was talking about how much they loved you. Anaya was out miscomment. You didn't hear all that? 24 hours. Welcome back, Prince Naveen. Moving on.
I'm gonna have to go back and talk about these things because you have not let me in.
You never said that you wanted to come in. I do final thoughts for you.
Okay.
Thank you. Little Miss Soul Glow can go. Little Miss Soul Glow can go. Because when he was when Carl was talking about his walls being up, he was just like, yeah, she spoke so highly of you, and then she sent you home. She's really going to have to make it up to you. And maybe tomorrow she's going to have to make breakfast for you. Slow your roll. Slow your roll, baby, because you just got in the villa and you won't be staying because Clam Slam is moving on to the surfer. So you doing all that talking, you're not going to be there much longer.
Who's Miss Soul Glow?
Huh? Dylan.
No, I'm saying who's Miss Soul?
Soul Glow, Little Miss Soul Glow is Dylan.
Okay.
With the 3P curls. And the one little curl, right? You can't tell him nothing. Girl, it was too much. It was too much. She's gonna make breakfast for you. Let me tell you something. This is the thing, and I'm not saying that because I'm an old biddy. I'm really being honest. You can't pay me to be a youth today. There is no amount of money that would make me be Gen Z. Or Gen Alpha. My God, today. Yes, I miss the metabolism. Yes, I miss the collagen. But this is a mess. Them boys is red pill. Like it don't take much. I had to check and make sure I was on. My God, today I was so nervous because yesterday I was literally talking for like 15 minutes and I was not on live. I had to look and make sure I was on because I got nervous, y'all. Anyway, these boys are red pill. They do not like women. It's like so easy for them to just like be so flippant and nasty and sassy. It's so weird. I cannot believe that millennial men are the better option. Oh my God. I was watching this episode like, you know what? I'm going to stay in the millennial streets. And I was never going to Gen Z. That's weird for me. But I'm just like, the millennial men are the better option. Lord help us, Jesus. I cannot believe it because they're just so nasty. We never hear. Thank God for Carl. That's why we absolutely wanted him back for Anaya. But my God, today we needed to have a guy in the villa that likes women and not just to fondle them or get their dinglings wet. Like just enjoy them as human beings. Shout out to Caleb. We don't see enough of him. But I mean, we needed somebody to join the lover boy gang. This is so weird. Like, Anaya knew him for 72 hours. And 12 of those hours, y'all were asleep. So you wanted her to make a decision to keep somebody that she knew for not even 3 full days, who even in that time didn't even muster up a date. Dylan. He too busy helping Bedazzle Veneers set up a date for Melanie. He should have been doing it for Anaya. If you wanted your boy to say, you should have coached him to have done a bit more to shake that girl's attraction to KC. So of course she stuck with the guy who said that she was the one, who said that she was the blueprint. So of course she stuck with him and not the dude that she just met. It was no slight. She did not stab him. She did not spit in his face and tell him that he is not a good person. She gave him his flowers and then made the best choice for her in that moment. I'm tired. Anaya has apologized enough. And for what? Welcome to Love Island. Oh, we got to go older. I'm sorry. Love Island. We can't go through this. We cannot go through this in season 9. My God, today, we got to go older. Give us some baby millennials or some zennials. This is ridiculous. I cannot deal with these COVID kids that were raised on YouTube. They have no, and they can't, the babies can't read. It's a literacy crisis in that damn villa. No, it is, mama. They are all struggling. They can't read and they can't comprehend. The children are not the future. Anyway, Dylan, don't unpack. Don't unpack, baby. Do not unpack. Carl, a lover boys. Got another one in the villa. He pulls Anaya for a chat. He mentions them damn walls. I'm gonna let him rock. He pulls Anaya for a chat and they have a conversation, and Anaya apologizes again. But they do have a moment where they both admit that they're still very interested in continuing this connection, because Anaya didn't know if he was mad at her for for cutting her or whatever, and he was just like, listen, I ain't want to be a pick me. I said, oh, okay, girl. He was like, I didn't want to be a pick me. He was like, but I really, really liked you. And it, and I thought that we had something. So when I, left, I was kind of hurt by that. And I was just like, that's on me because I was making a decision for him and how he felt. I felt like he would feel about it. She said I didn't make the decision for me. And that's the thing. I should have put me first. And if I would have put me first, I would have chosen you. And Carl was just like, yeah, I told you that. You got to do what's best for you. I like them. But I understood Anaya, right? Anaya's the eldest daughter, right? So she's always making decisions for everybody else, right? Always putting herself last. And that's why I said you got to give this baby grace, because she's learning a lot of life lessons in a very quick amount of time. And she's learning it in front of the world. She grew up significantly within 42 hours. She is such a different person from what we saw when that baby was having a breakdown yesterday. She is a totally different person. And now she's sitting there as the eldest daughter saying, I have to put me first. I know that was such a breakthrough for her. Tough lesson to have, but look at what we got out of it. The eldest daughter saying she's putting herself first and she's going after what she wants, something unfamiliar to her, uncharted territory, but she's going off of how the guy treats her and not what he looks like and not his race or culture. Take note, Black woman. I'm listening. I don't think I'm going to take my own advice. I can't come up off them Black American men. Pray for me. Pray for me. Can't come up off them, but keep me in your prayers. Anyway, I just am very proud of who Anaya has become in just a short amount of time. And I'm absolutely relieved that the spark is still there for Anaya and Carl, because if you leave it to threads, the way everybody was melting down over that first look, Carl wants Anaya. Carl wants Amora. Anaya's getting eliminated. Like, they were all having a meltdown. And I was just like, did y'all not see the preview from last night's episode? Y'all didn't see the preview when Anaya had her leg up on him again, talking to Carl? Chillax. They were having meltdowns just because Carl is a nice guy and wanted to make Amora breakfast. And even in this episode, he was just like, I got to get up early because I have to make 2 breakfasts. And when he asked Amora what she wanted, she told him, she's just like, oh, thank you. He said, yeah, I'm not going to leave you out like that. He's just a good guy, y'all. And I know it's hard to accept that because you have been beaten over your head by Love Island with the most awful men that I think we've ever seen in Love Island. And I watched Tariq in 2 shows, okay? My God, today, I don't feel Tariq wouldn't have been this awful. My God, today. And I remember I was not Love Island UK. I was watching Love Island USA when they was having gangsters on that show. For those of us who was in the Love Island USA streets early on, do y'all remember? Yeah. That's when Love Island USA was just like, we need to pivot to white because it was getting a little crazy in them Love Island USA streets. They had some real on that show. But look at us now. We've come full circle. But even those guys, even those G's were not terrible guys. Anyway, remember I told you about that guy that wanted me to, I won't mention his name, but the guy from Love Island USA, his agent reached out to me to interview him, and I didn't see his season. And I asked y'all, and y'all were like, absolutely not, Nikki, go watch his season. Oh, Lord. I didn't see that season, but I can't believe he was worse than KC. No way he was worse than KC. Anyway, Jen, oh my gosh. What was going on with Jen and Gal? Let me bring up Jen. Gal can go too. What is going on?
Gal can go today.
Gal can go today. So Jen,
He's a snake in a
He's a snake in the grass. Jen talks to Gal and she's just like, I just want to know where your head is at because I brought you back and I'm not sure if you're like interested in me. Like what's going on with us because you also want to explore, but I brought you into the villa because I wanted us to explore. And I'm not mad at Jen because she's like, listen, I brought you back I chose you from Casa so we could couple up. You get in here and you telling me you're exploring. That's not what this is. And I'm with her. On that. Gal is just like, well, I am into you, but you're just
no Gal ain't.
It's like I am into you, but you just have to be secure and what we have here. Okay. And Jen is just like, I do want to be secure, but you're not making me feel that way. And Gal is just like, okay, well, just lay on me. And so he tries to pull Jen in, and Jen lays on him, and he's like, I'm like, Gal, you do not like that girl. Even when he like tried to put his arm around her, he was just like, it's okay. Like, I am into you. Let me kiss you. And then he pulled her hat down to kiss her. And she was like, what are you doing? He's just like, I'm just not comfortable with that yet. Okay. All right, fine. Then like the next day, he's sitting on the bed talking the next day, he's sitting on the bed talking to the guys. And they're like, Gal, like, how do you feel about Jen? Do you still like her? And he goes, absolutely not. I don't like her anymore. What the hell? What did I miss? What did I miss? He's just like, I had a conversation with her and I did not like how it went. He was so angry. And I'm like, wait, production, are we going to get some unseen bits? Because that conversation that they had, I thought that they were actually good. He attempted to kiss her, attempted to caress her, to make her feel secure. It's a day later. Now you're mad. I could understand if he's like, well, me and her had a chat. We're not connecting, so I want to let her know. He was angry. Absolutely not. No, I don't like her anymore. What? Absolutely not. No, I don't like her anymore. Like, it was giving shoulders. It was all shoulders talking about her. And I'm like, what did I miss? What happened there? So then he's just like, I'm going to tell her tonight, like ready to confront her. I'm like, what? How long was that conversation? And how did production chop that up to make it seem like they ended on a good note? Because according to Gal, it wasn't. So then he pulls Jen for a chat and he sits down and she thinks that, because I guess I'm with her. They left off in a good space. He said that he was going to pursue her and that she's the only one that he wanted to be with. He pulls her for a chat and sits her down. I just want to let you know that I don't feel comfortable because I cannot explore other women in this villa. And Jen is like, because first of all, she came over there thinking she was about to get kisses or something. And she was like, oh, wait, what? Why do you feel like that? Well, because if I want to go explore another girl, they tell me, well, I can't explore with you because of Jen. And that makes me feel uncomfortable. Why are you so angry? And he's like, and yesterday you were getting very aggressive. Jen, what are we talking about? That was so weird. And I'm like, are we missing something? And Jen's trying to like talk to him because she's so caught off guard. And he's just like, well, you know what? We don't have to do this anymore. We're just not going to work. We're done. I was like, wait a minute. She brought you back from Casa and you dumped her? A day later? I had never in my life witnessed anybody from Casa dumping the person that brought them back to the villa. Jen was so caught off guard. And he was like, is there anything else that you have to say? And she was just like, yeah, you know what? No, I don't want to go back and forth. It's okay. Like, she was just so deflated. And he was like, well, okay. Why was he so sassy? And like, I don't know what happened. Production needs to show us the unseen bits. because the way he came at her was crazy. And I actually like Gal because of how he tended to Anaya. But the way he treated Jen, I was like, oh, he can go. He can go. Him and that bang that he switches every other day depending on where the ball spot lay, he can go. Because I don't like that. I haven't seen anything that Jen has done to warrant that man talking to her like that or treating her like that. He can go. Oh, wait a minute. Who's left for her to explore? Oh, come on, y'all. Bring another bombshell in after movie night. Is she going to survive elimination? You know what? You better start working on Dylan. You better start working on Dylan, Jen. That's the only way you're going to stay in this villa. If you pick Dylan. Oh, my God. I just thought about it. The only way she's going to survive elimination is if production lets her pick before Kenzie. Because I don't think that Kenzie wants to go. But we will see. Before we get to Kenzie, Kata talks to Zach because she still has to talk to Amora yet. And so she wants to know, like, what's going on. And here's the thing. A lot of people were just like, oh, Zach, on threads, people were just like, oh, Zach's not telling her the truth. And here's the thing. I don't like Zach and Kata together. I think she is doing charity work. I'm going to give Zach this. I don't think that he can tell her that the girl that he was laid up with got kicked off for saying something racist. I don't think that he can do that. So it's like he can't tell her. But I honestly believe that even if Homegirl wasn't booted, I don't think he was going to bring her back anyway. I think all the guys were using Casa as a hall pass, except for Caleb, who actually wanted to get somebody to bring back. So I don't think that that girl would have came back anyway. But he's also not being honest with her about how he was booed up with that daughter of the Confederate. And I think that's what she wants to know. Don't worry, mama. You're going to find out tomorrow. You are going to find out tomorrow because Zach was so nervous. And I think because, he studied this show and he knows what's probably on the way because he was heated talking to Bryce about Amora. He's like, Amora just came here and she's just starting up some nonsense, mate. And I'm just like, if you only know that Amora is just like not giving everybody the girls the tea that they really want. Because Amora wants to make this a safe space for her as well. So she's not giving out too much tea because she don't want to have no enemies in the villa. Smart girl. So you're freaking out and she's not even saying anything. And I feel like he's going to mess himself up by being so nervous and sketchy about what he thinks Amora may say. I feel like Amora is done talking. Amora is now going to enjoy her villa experience. But I think Zach may mess it up because of his anxiety about what Amora may or may not say. Either way, Kata just... She needs to do better. And I don't know if movie night is going to free her. Because if she does leave Zach for movie night, what's going to happen? Where's she going to go? Caleb got too many options at this point. He got too many options. He don't want not Jessica Alba. Amora is all up on him. Jen might try to do a little something. And then Kata. And then probably Melanie, because y'all trying to make that happen. So I don't know. I think she's going to have to, for the sake of the show, see it through with Zach.
Kata don't want to go nowhere else.
She doesn't. Hey, guys, is it auntie of me to think that having sex and showering with a guy that you've only known for not even a full 72 hours is a little much? I just, especially at 27, here's the thing with Parmesan. she don't move like a 27-year-old. And I think it's because we had 27-year-olds in the villa before. We just had them, and they were light years ahead of this girl. And it's so odd watching how she operates, because I'm like, no way are you 3 years from 30. No way have you been on this earth for 27 years. Like we see this girl, like, what, day 2 that she's here, we see Corbin inserting himself in her. Not even under the covers. Now this episode, we see her broad daylight showering with this dude. Ain't that a little much? But like, I maybe let them have it if they've been in the villa together since day 1. You just met him. I was like, ooh, that's just a little much. But you know what? What Janelle say? Oh, let me bring up my comments on here.
She's messing with me.
I'm just like, that's just so forward. But you know what? Different generation, child. Different generation. Meg needs to sponsor Love Island from here on out. The outfits that she left for the girls, this was the best a lot of the women had looked since we've seen them in the villa. She left some really nice pieces for them. Thank you, Meg. Kenzie, after talking to Dylan, rubbing his hands, telling him that he's so great, telling him that they have a stronger connection, but she does want to talk to Gal because she just wants to know if it's a friendship thing or, a real thing. But reassuring Dylan that what they have is strong. Leaves that conversation, go to Gal and ask him to make her coffee. Kenzie. Ooh, girl. Then after that, Kenzie talks to Kata about Gal. And she's just like, oh, he, after I was talking to Dylan, I asked Gal to make me coffee. He made it right away. And Kata was just like, but Dylan is such a good guy, though. He's so sweet. Like, you guys really fit. And Kenzie's like, yeah, I know, but I just want to see if maybe there's something there with Gal. And Kata's like, because Kata is clocking her nonsense, and Kata don't like it. And I feel like all the guys in the villa, except for Caleb and Carl, and the Casa Boys, are going to have a really horrible movie night. And I feel like the only girl that's going to get it is Kenzie. Because remember, Kenzie was trying to form the white girl mob with Jen and Soul. Because Melanie and Corbin were starting to explore, right? Then she decided to push the Blackie to the side and just make it her and Jen, because she's the only one that she can trust. She's her best girlfriend in the villa. She's the one that she's the closest to. Jen had been there for just 42 hours. But the reason why Kenzie liked Jen is because Jen is white, and Kenzie thought that Jen was a white like her. Now that Kenzie is trying to snake Jen, all of a sudden, she want to hang back out with the black girls. You ain't talked to Kata this whole time. Now you want to pull her aside and chat about Gal and Dylan. You've been talking to Jen about that. Why aren't you talking to Jen? Because you know what you're doing is wrong. And Kata is clocking that nonsense. Everybody in the villa is clocking it. Because everybody's just like, she ain't never satisfied. She get a guy and she's still exploring. And I'm with him. 2 weeks left and Kenzie's still exploring. Every guy is your type. Dylan is my type. Caleb is my type. Colvin is my type. Now, Gal, the surfer, the sassy surfer is your type.
Is
girl, I'm like, Kenzie, you have got to calm down. It's not peen. Here's the thing with Kenzie. Kenzie only likes a man if he's on the arm of her friend. That's it. She is not interested in the guy if he is not with somebody she considers a friend. Kenzie is preparing herself to be on an episode of Snapped.
What?
She absolutely gives that energy. And any girl who's her friend, just know she gonna clam slam on that man. So unless you got a strong man that will reject the clam slam, I won't be friends with that girl. Because that's the only reason why she's into Gal. She's not attracted to Gal. She don't like Gal. She pulls him for a chat. She's rubbing his hands. I just wanted to, just see if there was anything. And Gal's like, what? Yeah, I really like you too. I would love to see where this goes. And she's like, yeah, I just want to see where this goes too. And then they go in for this kiss. Girl, neither one of them like each other. They are both in that villa playing. Kenzie, please. She only likes him because Jen likes him. If Jen says, oh, you know what, you can keep Gal. I want to see what happens with Caleb. She's all of a sudden going to start liking Caleb. All of a sudden. It was so easy for her to walk away from Corbin because she really fell out of lust for him when Melanie chose Sincere. That is her thing. It's a very weird, odd, and sad that this is how she lives her life. And movie night is going to light that little girl up. Going to light that little girl up. That kiss with Gal, please. Oh, please. Get out of here. Come on. Let's go. It was given a Babysitter's Club. It was given third grade sleepover. Please, neither one of y'all interested in each other. Let's stop the nonsense. Let's stop the nonsense. And Kenzie is going to blow up a short thing with Dylan for Gal. Who, as soon as you set your sights on Gal, he going to find a reason to not like you. Because Gal can't wait to cuss you out. He gonna find a reason. But you know what, Kenzie? You're doing too much. I feel suffocated. Enough is a damn enough. As soon as you lock in on him, he gonna find the reason. Maybe you do need to pick him so we can see how this plays out. Either way, whoever she's with, going to the final four. That's what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Melanie Sincere, Anaya and Carl, in no particular order. Melanie Sincere, Anaya and Carl, Trinity and Bryce, and Kenzie and whoever she decides to pick. Girl, let it be Gal. Because Gal got an attitude just like you. You cuss him out, you roll your neck, you roll your shoulders. He going to give it right back. He going to match that energy. Play with Gal if you want to. You ain't the first white woman he cussed out, and you won't be the last. Anyway, but that's Kenzie. She loves backstabbing her supposed friend as long as they got a man attached to him. And maybe even a stud. Watch out, Amora. Watch out. Anyway, speaking of Kenzie, her and Corbin pulls her for a chat because he wants to clear the air. And I'm like, Corbin, let it go. Let it go. Kenzie ain't been talking to you. You know she's going to cuss you out. He pulls her for a chat. He's just like, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. Yo, I ain't mean to make you feel that way. And Kenzie was just like, you know what, Corbin? You're not right. Because as soon as you got in there, you just threw me away. You just threw me away, Corbin. And he was like, oh, like what? Like, I know I lied to you. Corbin, you have got to get delivered from being a buck. It is so hard to watch. It is so hard to watch. My God, today. But she cusses him out. They have no closure. While Corbin is getting cussed out by Kenzie, Parmesan walks over to the girls and she's like, guys, I have an announcement. And they're like, what? me and Corbin are close though. And they're like, oh, okay. They're like, oh, okay, you close though. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. The guy kept on playing ping pong.
What'd she say?
Guys, I have an announcement. Corbin and I are closed off. And the more was just like, amen. Like nobody cared. Nobody cared, girl. Nobody cared. Speaking of Parmesan and Corbin, let's have a conversation. Because here's the thing. I'll be on here and I'll be joking. I'll be having a good time with my friends. I have to be honest with you. It is really sad watching Parmesan and Corbin talk to each other. I'm just like, because as an American, it really hurts my feelings because I feel like this couple justifies all the stereotypes that people have about America. Watching these two adults speak to each other is so concerning. It's just watching two dummies ping pong one thought between each other. And for the life of me, I can't figure out if this is who they are or if this is an act. I hope and pray that these two are doing this for TV. If this is who these two really are, this is really sad. They cannot have a real conversation. It is just full of stupidity. It's so hard to watch. Corbin's just like, yeah, we attractive. And she's just like, yeah, but I like you more for something else. Not just that, Corbin. No, you two are adults. 27. Where does she work? Is she a 404? Is she well off? What is happening? Two adults cannot hold a conversation. It is so hard watching them. And I'm telling you, I kind of feel like, I could be wrong. I kind of feel like if we threw a book in front of them, I don't think they would know what to do with it.
Nikki.Star.
No, seriously, they would probably look at it like it's some ancient text and not know what to do with it. It was so hard watching their scenes. All they know how to do is have sex. That's it. I don't even know if they know where the holes in the dingling's supposed to go. I don't know if they can make it that far, but that's all they know. They cannot have a conversation. And I feel like the show is showing them because they have to show this couple, but I know it is worse footage of these two speaking to each other. It is very sad to watch. They cannot have a full conversation. They talk for a minute and then they run out of thoughts, so they just start having sex.
And kissing.
That's literally what happens. They run out of thought. They run out of mind. They run out of mind, so they just start banging. Oh, I'm telling you, America does not pay teachers enough because the teacher that has to teach their children, my God, today, you gotta pay them whatever. That it is going to be a struggle for that teacher. It may break them trying to educate the child that will come from these two. Because at first I was like, okay, they putting on, it's a character they putting on. But I'm like, oh no, this is every conversation they have. Every conversation they have. It's like three sentences, and then they just start kissing because they run out of thought. They run out of stuff to talk about that quickly. Adults. the parents of these children, come on. You gotta do something. No way you watched this show and was proud. I know y'all friends got a separate group chat talking about y'all kids. I know y'all friends are dragging y'all in a separate group chat. Like, girl, I told her Corbin can't read. Ciao! He been dumb since he was 6, but Anita ain't want to do nothing. I know they are dragging your kids. And this is another thing. Are they both first gen? Because I cannot believe that their parents' American dream was for their children to come to America to be a himbo and a bimbo. I do not believe that this is the American dream that they wanted for these kids. What, that kid and that adult. I do not believe that this is what they wanted for them. It is so shocking. It's a struggle. I was watching this and I was like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. Because now I feel like, should we do something? Is this a 911? Because this is very scary. This is very, very scary. We breezed past KC trying to read that letter. We said, oh, he caught up, he emotional. He couldn't read that, y'all. We breezed past. That's why they don't have them reading too many texts. All the texts go to the OG girls. Have you noticed that? There's a problem. There is a problem. And you know what? Maybe that's why Love Island is going after very young people, because they can't read these contracts. They don't know what they're signing. I know she don't know what she signed. She probably signed her contract in crayon. But God, I watch her like, this is so sad. Just a cast of silver cap kids. I bring back popcorn reading. Bring back the Scholastic Book Fair. Bring back book reports. The children need it. The children need it. This is sad. That's sad. That is very, 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 very sad. Oh God. I was trying to avoid this, but let's talk about it. Casey. I'm gonna bring up Anaya. I'm not gonna talk about that boy. So Casey,
how come I don't have?
I'm wrapping it up and then I'm gonna let you have it. Casey pulls Anaya for a chair. Anaya. I'm so proud of you, young lady. I am so proud of you. So she has been ignoring him the whole time. She don't care nothing about him. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion gave her a pep talk because this was a new girl. Okay. This was a new girl. So she was in her her freakum bodysuit, looking like a stallion. Okay. So she's talking to Carl, Prince Naveen, and Casey goes with his Angry Bird eyebrows. Can I pull you for a chat? And Anaya goes, okay. Yes, baby. So she walks up, she sachets over there, her bodysuit with her abs out, and she sits down and she's just like, okay. And Casey's like, you go. And she's like, no, you call me over here, you go. He's like, no, I feel more comfortable if you go. So she's like, okay, Casey, I didn't like what you did to me. You were disrespectful, you was wrong. What you mean I was wrong? Like, I didn't do anything to, like, yes, you did, Casey. I was there. She was not letting him get away with anything. And she was just like, the way you treated me, the way you threw me away, the way you disrespected me was unnecessary. That's what I'm mad about. I'm glad you got your little connection. I added in the little, but I'm glad you got your connection. I am happy for you. But how you treated me was wrong, and she's 1,000% right. And she was just like, you have yet to give me an apology for that, and that's why I'm upset with you. And Casey was just like, oh, okay, what was the apology you said? Do you just, all right, I'm sorry, like, is that good enough for you? I apologize. Is that good enough? Is that what you want? She accepts the non-apology, and then she says to him, I thank you for that apology, but you are not somebody that I want to be around. So I forgive you, and we're cool.
She calls him a coward.
Coward. He said, I don't like that word. Can you not call me a coward? She called him a coward. And she was just like, we're cool, but I just can't. I don't want to be in your orbit. I don't want to be in your world.
Then he tried to say, I don't want nothing between you and TT. She said, it's not.
Exactly. He was just like, I just want to clear the air because you and TT. She said, oh, me and TT are good. We're really, really good. So everything that he tried, it did not work. So then they squash it. She says, we're cool. It is what it is. And then she gets up to walk away. Little Stevie J looking at her walk away. He goes, no hug.
Yeah.
She was like, ew, no hug. And then he's just like, all right, go over there to Carl. And she was like, F you, Casey. Don't tell me what to do. Leave me alone. Because this is what he wants to do, right? So he wants to still flirt and play with that girl while being up under TT.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes him feel good. He wants to feel chosen.
And
so every woman in his life is going to have to do the work that his mama didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever traumas that he has with his mother or the women in his life, every woman is going to have to bear that burden because whatever is unfinished there or whatever was broken there, every woman is going to have to fix that. TT got a lot of work, but she likes to build the bear. Anaya's mother said the last time my baby built the bear, she was 7 in Puerto Rico. That's not what we do over here. Bingo. So she was like not letting him play with her. And you could tell that she was done and she looked amazing ending that nonsense with that boy. I was so proud of her. What growth from that panic attack to this. F you, KC, because I'm going to do whatever I want to do. She was such a different person. Even when she sat down, she was just like, okay, so what's up? I said, who is this? Who is it? She has so much confidence. I was just so proud of her. And Casey just looked absolutely foolish, but who cares? Good for you, Anaya. We're all very proud. Your Star family aunties and uncles and uncles are very, 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 very proud of you. And I'm glad that she got this strength and power because she's going to need it for movie night. Because there's going to be a lot of stuff that she's going to see that's going to confirm how she felt. And it's probably going to be humiliating. So I'm glad that she has this strength. And I'm glad the show waited till she was healthy enough to endure what movie night was going to bring. Mama Star, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll start with Bryce and Trinity.
Okay. Oh my God, I didn't talk about their date. Bryce and Trinity went on a date and they're officially boyfriend and girlfriend. Congrats, Trinity, on 100K. Go ahead, Mama Star.
Yeah, I was going to say that they're looking really good to America.
Yeah, they're the winners.
The thing about him is, I believe him that he feels that way about her. Bryce don't have he don't have no game. He don't have no, you know what I mean? Like, he's 29 years old and he don't have, the know-how to, to see this girl or see that girl. He thank God for Trinity for him. And she, all that stuff that Trinity was saying that she was doing before she came on here, I don't know. Because she has not shown me that side of her yet. The sucking in the back of the thing. She has not shown me the freaky deaky side yet. So I don't know if they feel like they need to say something to get, publicity or whatever, but I like them together. And I hope they win the money. That's them. Okay, Jen and Gal. First of all, he didn't like her before she picked him.
Yeah. But yeah, Jen couldn't see that.
He did not want her.
I felt like if Gal could say no, he would have said no. He was like, oh. Me? Okay.
So what she's getting now, everybody's seen it before. How come she didn't see that? That man don't want her. He don't want her. I don't know who he wants, but he don't want her.
Kenzie.
And he don't want Kenzie.
Kenzie don't want him either.
That's just
Kenzie don't want
that's
him
a
either.
safe space.
Yeah.
But he's using that as his way out. But I'm mad at her because she feels like she didn't have no when she went when the guys left to go to Casamore, she didn't have no connection. So she was scrambling trying to find something, and she brought him back as a result. And I was hoping that she would say Dylan, that she would have brought him back. At least he would have got to know her a little bit or whatever.
Well, it seems like something's gonna happen with her and Dylan now. Hopefully, for her sake. That listen, them two just need to get together in spite, just to at least make it to the end.
But I had a friend like Kenzie. She like everybody else's man.
Mm-hmm.
And I used the word had. Like she, if you was with him, she liked him. That's awful.
There's a lot of Kenzies out there.
Yeah, that's gonna go nowhere fast.
Snapped.
Because after these guys get what they want to leave her because she is she's on the pole. So that's how that's gonna go. And I have to stay in a safe space when I'm talking here because I'm easily
yes, you do.
So Star family, how y'all doing? I love y'all very much. Thank you for being here tonight with me. But you know that Mama Star has to walk a tightrope because she gets canceled just at the drop of a pen. But anyway.
From what you say, Mama.
Okay. Anyway, so that's what I say about that. But Anaya, I'm very proud of her. I'm very proud of her for not playing this game with him because he want to play a game.
Yeah.
See, he want to play this game. Like, I'm sorry. So she can say, okay, no, she's staying on business. Mm-hmm. No, you're not even in my, my category. Like, I don't even talk to people like you. And I gave you a chance, and I see why I can't give.
I'm like so glad that she said that to him. Yeah. But the thing that threw me was that he was just like, what? What? Yeah. Wouldn't you be okay that she said, I don't want to talk to you or be bothered with you no more?
No.
Why are you upset that you still don't have access to her?
He wanted to get back in her good graces so that he could
play.
Yeah, he can. And can I talk to you for a minute or whatever? Like she said, no. She just cut it all off, at the root and said, go ahead on. You're not who I thought you was. I was trying to hang in there. The girls was telling me to leave you behind anyway, and I was just following my heart, but I see what that got me. And you're lying.
And she let him know it's not because you have the new connection. It's because of how you treated me.
Right. And you're a coward, and he is. Okay, that was I did. Kenzie, I did. Okay, so I don't have nothing to say. You said everything about 72 hours. I don't have nothing to say. I can't even believe that she is naked in the shower, in the men's shower. In the men's shower. And the men could come in there at any time. She's naked in there in the men's shower.
Coming and out, closed up. Nobody cared.
Okay.
Nobody cared, girl.
But this is what I want to say. Amora, or whatever her name is, I don't trust her.
Amora?
I don't trust her. No.
What Amora do?
I don't trust her.
Why?
First of all, her and TT keep putting their heads together.
That's TT. Amora don't want to be involved in that nonsense with TT.
Well, she should have told her that.
She's not trying to make enemies. Okay. We just seen Amora. I need to see a bit more from her before I get there.
I don't trust her because so she pulls him. Now she already know because TT already done gave her the lowdown on everything in the villa since she's been there. Melanie and him, that's who he loved. So then she gonna, can I pull you for a chat? Well, I didn't bring you back. So apparently I was feeling whoever was here because I didn't bring you back.
Now, what if production told her to do that?
Okay, they probably did. So he's stuck and he's trying to be a player, and crush a lot, but he don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
because he whatever he did at home, the girls wasn't in the same prosperity, so he probably could get away with it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But his game is not good here.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to stop.
Mm-hmm.
But she wanted to talk to him, and she said, "Well, that's not what you told me when you was in the villa. But when you went home, nobody knew you was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like, I'm with my girl, and I did not bring you back.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun. I gotta run. I'm not, what are you coming here with all this, with this for, trying to get me and Melanie or something?"
She was not like, she could have burned that situation down. And she chose not to.
Thank you for that comment, but I don't trust her.
Okay.
And the TT girl.
You don't trust the more in TT
girl.
I'm with you with TT.
She telling everybody, she talking about telling people what happened over in Costa. Listen, you ain't got to do that. What are you trying to do? You got the man.
Mm-hmm.
You won the prize. It was a dud, but you got it. Go on. If you happy, if if that's what you came for, go ahead on. Ain't nobody trying to fight you for him. You and him is good. Go sit by the pond. Go sit wherever y'all need to sit and do whatever y'all need to see. What y'all was thinking was going to go down, it did not go down.
Mm-hmm.
So go somewhere. Ain't nobody paying you or him no attention. But what's going to go on is he wants to now start talking back to Anaya.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's trying to do. Because can I pull you for a chat? But Anaya didn't leave the door open.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he was hoping that she would do. Can we be friends?
Yeah.
Anaya, hey, Anaya. She said no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Because she said, I don't want to be in community with somebody who would treat me like that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be friends with somebody who would do that to me.
He didn't expect the conversation to go that way.
He didn't expect her to have that confidence.
Right. He expected to, like he did all that other time, keep coming back. But she stood on business. She said, no, I don't even want to talk to nobody like you. So he's still trying to play with this, with the playing. And now go get
the little grin.
Yeah, go get what's his name? Her man. Anaya's man.
Oh, Carl.
Go get Carl. She said, like, don't, we're not friends.
Yeah.
We're not laughing and joking and all that. We're not friends. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. She just despises him, and I hope she stay that way.
She is.
And so
I feel like when she's
don't
done,
have
she's
nobody
done.
to talk to now and all that, because the girls don't like him. Mm-hmm. He needs to talk to Casa girls and those guys that'll talk to him. Mm-hmm. But nobody is feeling him. So whatever he thought he was, and this and that and that and this, he's none of that. Mm-hmm. You and Corbin keep talking, because the guys really don't care for you either. Yeah. If I would tell the truth. But that's all that I had to say about that. But I'm very proud of Anaya, and I'm happy for Trinity and Kada. I want her to explore.
She's not, and I feel like it's too late now. It's too late now. I don't think she's going to move on to anything. It's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to turn on the air, but y'all get real weird when I turn on the air. Y'all real weird about that. But yeah, I feel like Kada is just going to stick with it. I don't think that her and Zach are going to make it to the Fiji airport. Trinity and Bryce, I think that they're just going to be good friends. But for now, they're on.
Trinity and Bryce are just going to be good friends?
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to make it in the real world.
Okay.
I think this is a villa relationship, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
They're my if it's not Bryce and if it's not Brittany, it's a Karnaya for me. Those are the people that I feel are deserving. But I'm saying Brittany for right now because we haven't seen anything really of Karnaya. We just like them two individually and think that they'll be a good couple. Mm-hmm. But I need to see more. But even still, I feel like, Trinity has been on this journey and has been keeping us fed. So I feel like that should be her coin. So those are my winners. I don't see them making it out the villa, but who cares? I'm not keeping up with them after this. You know what I mean? And they don't need to keep up with it if they don't want to. The real world is different. Yeah. I will say I'm interested to. I know Beyond the Villa is a terrible show. I feel like at least with this cast, we all know that going into this Beyond the Villa, they all hate each other. Mm-hmm. So we're already starting off with conflict, okay? I feel like we may get something more out of this cast for Beyond the Villa. We will see.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that you didn't say nothing about TT having a restraining orders against her.
I haven't confirmed that, so we only do facts here at NikkiStar TV. Okay. I have not, there has not been any factual evidence that she has restraining order. There has not been any factual evidence that she's 37. So I think a lot of people are trying to make her older because of her voice. But unless we have some factual evidence, I will not be engaging. That's all I have to say. What do you guys have to say? Again, guys, I have about 700 comments in here. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can, but if you want me to read it, super chat me. Our first super chat of the night is from Taisha. Taisha. Thank you so much for the super chat. Taisha said, I never cared for Casey from episode 1, but my problem with Anaya is that from what she says about KC, it was clear she knew that KC was not her person. This princess is working for fairy tales, not what is real. But I feel like her real world is a fairy tale. And I think she tried to make, KC fit, but she knew. That's why she said she felt so stupid, because everybody told her he wasn't it. She looked at everybody. She said, well, you all were right. And that's the thing. We're not getting all of the footage because I'm just like, when did they tell her that Casey wasn't the guy for her? I only knew Trinity said that. But she looked at everybody in the villa. It was just like, you guys were right. You told me he wasn't it. He wasn't the one. So I'm like, when did the guys tell her that Casey wasn't it? I only know about Trinity. I remember her and Melanie sneaking off to say, I miss my man. So when did they tell her that Casey wasn't the good guy for her? We're missing a lot. And I get it. They can only give us so much within an hour and a half. Also, forgive me, guys. I make time to watch this show and get ready to come on here. These episodes have been like an hour and a half. I feel like movie night is going to be 2 hours. My God, today's. And I don't know how long the episode is going to be until the episode premieres. So I'm always making my live at 7:30 because I'm basing it for an hour. So forgive me. I was still finishing up the episode by the time I hopped on here. Ciao. But I am going to give myself enough time on tomorrow because I feel like movie night is going to be long. So stick around for that. But thank you so much, Taisha, for the super chat. But I also want to give Anaya this grace on this. I'm not going to judge too harshly any 23 or 22-year-old's dating decision. It's supposed to be a bust. You're supposed to look back at that and be like, eesh. You know what I mean? You're not going to get it right at 22 and 23. You're not. Rarely do you get it right. You don't make the best decisions because you have not lived any life. And Anaya, whose feet has never touched the ground, yeah, I didn't expect her to make the best dating choices, but I am very proud of who she has become in just a mere 24 hours. Very, very proud of her arc. And good for you for clocking KC from episode 1 because I didn't see it. And speaking of that, guys, that's really, hold on, Tony. That's really alarming. Like, I was just thinking about how KC, everybody thought he was this, like, everybody was convinced, except for a few people. And then that do-rag started to slip. And now we're here with him. That's very alarming that he could play nice guy like that. And that's not who he is. And he does it very, very, very well. Very alarming. Tony, thank you so much for the super chat. Tony said, found the channel yesterday and love your insights. Oh, thank you, Tony. It's my wife and I's new post-show routine. Oh, we feel like none of the guys are holding Sincere accountable for his behavior. Why do you think that is? Well, I think it's because, and I say this as somebody who has been watching Love Island back when it was just all millennials. I think it's a generational thing, right? And I think not all Gen Z, but I think that a lot of young Gen Z and Gen Alpha men are extremely red pilled, more than any other generation. And I think the issues that we're having on this season is that the guys like the guys more than the girls. The guys are attracted to the girls. They do not like them as people. And so none of them are going to hold each other accountable. And then if they do, they're going to be very delicate with how they hold the guys accountable because they like the guys more than the girls. Even with Sincere, for example, he corrects KC in love. Not often. Because in Casa, when he said that Anaya was on the thin line, he said, "You don't think that you're on the thin line?" And that was it. He didn't say, "Hey, how you have been treating her should have you on the thin line. The things that you're saying about her, I don't believe that they're accurate because I'm watching how you treat her. And I even speak to her, and how she speaks about you is not the same." They're not going to do that. I, as somebody who has been watching Love Island when it was just millennials, the guys will be holding the guys accountable. Now there are also guys who are just, not, just terrible men who won't do it, but the guys will hold the guys accountable. Even the villains, even the guys who were villains on the show will be like, "Man, that wasn't right. You should probably fix that." But I am like so gagged because this season, it's not happening at all. And the one guy who would do it is Caleb, right? But Caleb doesn't want to be on an island by himself. Because you can see in multiple scenes where Caleb, wants to say something, is about to say something. Because there was one scene where the guys were in the room and Casey was doing another Anaya drag. And Caleb was about to say something. And then he was like, he decided not to say something, and you knew it would be in defense of Anaya, right? But he's outnumbered. And I can understand him also being the youngest there, not wanting to make himself an enemy of the guys, especially when this is a game show where you have to be liked. Because if he speaks up, he'll have no support. And he knows that. And he's also 21. So I'm going to give him a little bit on that, but I think it's a generational thing. I really, really, really do. The guys are just not holding each other accountable. Now we got Big Carl in there. So I don't know how things are going to shift because Carl gives me Loverboy. Carl gives me, he will not go along with the crowd. Because even Carl on Aftersun, all the Villa boys were dragging, all the Casa boys were, dragging the women and uplifting the men. Carl was not. He was actually standing on his own with his own opinion. He reminds me a lot of Nick. That's what we all liked about Nick from last season. Nick had his own mind. He was never going to follow the crowd. What Nick said was what Nick meant. And he did not care how everybody else thought. When our radar was on him was that he kept on saving Elandria. Now we love Elandria. Elandria should have been eliminated a long time ago. But Nick said, absolutely not. No shade, but you had enough time here. She needs to get her love story. So we like that the guys were trying to get, Ace and Taylor were trying to get Elandria out. But Nick was like, no. And those were his boys. He said, no. Elandria stayed on that show multiple episodes, multiple eliminations because Nick was going to war for her with everybody else. And that's why we honed in on Nick because he was so different than the other guys. This season, none of the guys want to go to the beat of their own drum. We may have that in Carl. I'm not sure. He just got there. I'm only going off of what I saw on Aftersun. So the guys are just not going to hold Sincere accountable because the guys like the guys more than they like the girls. And they don't see any value in standing up or protecting the girls because it won't be self-serving to them. So they're not going to do it. They're not going to stand up or protect the girls or hold the guys accountable because they think it's the right thing to do. They'll only do it if they're going to get something in return. That's why KC's mask eventually fell, because he was playing this nice guy. He was giving advice, holding people accountable as long as it benefited him and he got something from it. When he realized that he wasn't getting what he wanted from it, he dropped the whole act. He was like, this is who I am. Terrible guy. I don't need to play the good guy anymore because it's not getting me what I want. And now he can be himself. And that's why the guys are just not going to hold each other accountable. There's no benefit for them. And they don't like the girls more than the guys. So the guys can treat the girls like garbage. They are not going to say anything because they don't even like them like that. They like kissing them. They like French frying them. They like taking showers with them. But their hearts is with each other. And Zach and Bryce absolutely represent that. Because we have this scene where Trinity gets a text and it's about her and Bryce going on a date. Where is Bryce? Hugging Zach from the back with their hair, like he's on Zach and their hands are clasped. And Zach congratulates him on his date before Bryce can even get to Trinity. Those are the real love relationships in the villa between the men. You see how all the guys are talking about Carl? Oh, he's such a great guy. He's such a great guy. They don't even, half of them didn't even like Anaya. Two things was going on with Anaya and the Casa boys. Half of them didn't like her because she sent Carl home. The rest of them liked her because Carl liked her. They're performing for each other. They're doing acts of kindness for each other. They are loving on each other, showing each other intimacy that they are not showing to the girls. The way Zach treats Bryce, polar opposite to how he treats Kata. He's sick of Kata. He's annoyed with Kata. But he'll get hard and insert himself into Kata. And then as soon as he ejaculates, he can't stand her. But with Bryce, he wants to be hugged up under him all day, doing a bending in his sweatshirt, because that's where the love is. The love is not for the girls. And watching the show is really, really sad, because I'm just like, I thought it was hard for me. My God, today, them young girls got nothing. Nothing. It's really, really sad. But I'm sorry, Tony, I took a long time to answer your question, but that's what it is. The guys are never going to hold Sincere or any other guys accountable because they are in love with each other, and they are not going to critique each other, especially on camera.
I have a special shout out, Lena.
Oh shoot, I'm not gonna be able to find that.
Chrissy.
No, but I'm reading it from here. Thank you so much, Tony, for the super chat. Lena, thank you. Lena said, currently in the hospital, patiently waiting to have my baby. You're helping me laugh through my contractions. Oh my God. We got a Star Family baby on the way. Yes! Oh my God. Lena, my mom is showing me your comment. I'm going to try to find it and highlight it. That is so cool. We got a Star Family baby on the way. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Congrats, Lena. I'm going to try to find your comment. Thank you so much, Art World, for the super chat. Art World said TT done made TMZ. Oh, Lord. If it's just about her being on a dating show, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, that makes sense. Oh, Lord. Oh, it says post unavailable. So either I'm blocked by the people you got that post from, or if you sent it to me from TMZ, TMZ is blocked. Can you screenshot it and send it to me? I blocked TMZ years ago, and I never take a block back. So thank you so much, Artwork, for the super chat. Please screenshot me. Thank you so much. I have got to find that comment. Oh my God. We got a baby on the way, y'all. SEO, what's up? SEO said, yeah, I feel the same way. I think Melanie should keep sincere until the end of the show, whether or not she stays with them after that. The same thing. I feel like, the girls who are in their coupling, stay in their coupling, till the show ends. And that's it. Katie, stop having sex with that boy. After movie night, close your legs. Close your legs. Get what you got to get and move on. Move on. Adrian said, I'm here for it all the way. I love me a crack ship. Same. Welcome to Blasia. Hey, Jessica. Jessica said, Gal doesn't see. Oh.
What?
Because Gal, what's going on? It could just be an LA thing, child. Who knows? Nonsense Behavior said Corbin and KC got to have their casket ready for tomorrow because the way everyone is going to tear into their singlet. Here's the thing. I knew that they were going to put movie night on a cliffhanger day. It was either going to be Wednesday or Friday. And I think that now that on Tuesday or Friday, I think that now that movie night is on Tuesday, we're getting an elimination on Friday. We are getting an elimination on Friday because there's too many people in that villa. And then family day is coming up. So, and probably America says, there's a lot more things on the way and there's a lot more dates and hideaways that need to happen. So a big elimination is happening on Friday, I believe, or Sunday. But I think it might be Friday because they love doing stuff like that and leaving us on a cliffhanger. Movie night is going to be brutal. And I feel so sad for the girls because it's going to hurt them the most because these girls don't know how much the boys dislike them. They think it was a one-off. They do not realize that the men have hated them from day one. I am not ready for that. I am not ready for that. Jennifer said, we need a quadruple dumping of all the boring people. They're not adding anything on the show. I think we're going to have that. I think because of how Gal treated Jen, I think Jen is probably going to be safe from elimination, depending on who she couples up with. But I think most certainly on the chopping block to go is KC and TT and Corbin and Parmesan. I don't think they're making it to Sunday if an elimination is on Friday. While Dreaming Watch said, I honestly hope Kenzie keeps effing around till she finds out Dylan is not the one, and I hope everybody shuffles the deck. Caleb, Jaden, Jen, Dylan mix and match them all till something fits. Jen needs to stop being loyal to Kenzie and go off to Dylan. Shake it up. She don't respect you. Shake it up. Shake it up. Hey, Savonza. Devonta said after movie night, we're going to have a red wedding dumping or social media challenge. Who y'all want to explore each other and go on a date? Yeah, it's going to be something really messy. I think we're going to have a huge dumping on Friday and then something like a social media challenge. I think that's what's going to happen. I think probably after movie night, they're going to ask America the social media challenge or ask America to vote on something. And then we're going to have that dumping. I just saw this. What? Y'all are a mess. But yeah, Friday is going to be a dumping and Sunday is going to be something. Someday is going to be something, but absolutely Thursday is going to be the recovery episode of the fallout from movie night. Shanzoni, what's up? Said it's a shame that Caleb's penchant for whiteness is blocking his blessing because he seems to have more physical and conversational chemistry with like half of the brown Black Islander side. it's so crazy. He's doing so good with the Black women and the women of color. They have just made him the baby. They love him, and he is like such a good little brother to them. I would have never thought that this is who Caleb would be in the villa, but they took him in their wing and they put him on a bosom, and that is their baby boy. I hope he explores Amora.
But he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he does. I hope him and Amora explore. He needs that. Why not? Mom, I feel like Amora is not who you think she is.
I hope she don't fool you.
Listen, Casey fooled me, child. Casey fooled me. But again, I was just so happy to have a Black guy that was likable on this show. I wasn't looking for anything. Hey, Cindy. Cindy said Dylan should take Jen and make out with her and see how Kenzie likes it. Jen will probably say no because Kenzie is her friend. Kenzie is no one's friend. Yep. Jen ain't thinking. SEO says Janelle. Janelle, I thought the same thing because Kenzie is not prettier than her and Kenzie is annoying. Oh, Lord, what did Janelle say? Y'all are all going off on Janelle's comment. Let me try to find it.
What did my Janelle say?
I don't know, but everybody's like, Janelle.
What you say, Janelle?
I can't find it, but all day.
Send it to my Mama Stone.
All day Finesse said, Melanie saying you choosing me doesn't make me feel good. You showing me respect does. I'd rather you not choose me, but respect me if that's the case. The girls are waking up. They are. Here's the thing. I'm so proud of all of them. The girls are growing up right in front of our eyes, guys. They are all growing up. I'm so proud of them. WNC said, Jen to Kenzie, Jolene. Please don't take my man. But Jen has to be more assertive. Step on Kenzie's toes. Step on Kenzie's clam. She's trying to get you eliminated. Hey, Divine. Divine said there's fewer everything this year. Fewer bombshells, fewer dates. Well, I think because the cast was so locked in so early, there wasn't opportunities to do anything. Remember, last season, nobody would close off. It was like the last day, and they were still exploring. So the show had so many opportunities to do stuff because everybody was still open. These kids are not open at all. While dreaming, Watt said, yeah, Jen does need to take action. Like, don't just take what this lame man is serving you. Go get fed somewhere else. I agree. WNC said another thing. These Casa men, Dylan is red-pilled. Yes. Whenever he speaks, he's showing his whole bleep, talking about making Anaya cook for Carl. They all are. Devonta says school bullies to nurse pipeline are not beating the allegations. Yep. We do. Wild Dreaming said we definitely need 2 or 3 couples to go. We absolutely do. We do. Oh, I finally found Janelle's comment. A mess. A mess.
I got another shout out too.
Thank you all for liking the video. Thank you all so much. Piper said, unpopular opinion. I like Carl and Amora. See, here's the thing. If Carl and Amora don't explore before Friday, she's out of here. This show better not. I don't think they're going to leave it up to Carl to pick. It won't work well for them to get Anaya eliminated. And I think that Carl and Anaya are going to lock in. Because if Amora is going to try to explore Caleb,
who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
We got another shout out.
We do. Hey, Cindy. Cindy said tomorrow is my last day of work, and I am officially retired. Whoop whoop! Congrats, Cindy. Congrats.
Enjoy.
Yes, enjoy. I know that feels good. To be done with all of this, congrats. Devonta said, hey, Nikki, family, and our favorite mods. Love y'all. Great social commentary. Thank you so much for being here. Piper says, movie night is going to be epic. Let's go, Sincere. Zach and Bryce need all the smoke, and they're going to get it. Movie night is going to be brutal, which is why they're giving us a cliffhanger, because it's going to be brutal and we're probably going to need a break from that. So they're doing it at the right time. As my mic on said, y'all, Carlin Amora is not happening. She's his fellow bombshell. They can't talk to each other. That's what I thought. Like, I don't think that they can cross those lines, even if they wanted to, which I don't think that they do.
No, but Caleb and Jen was talking before they went to Casa Amiga.
Oh, you think so?
They were. Because remember, she didn't have nobody and he didn't have nobody.
Yeah, that's what I think. They still doing the fireworks. This is crazy. That's what I think it is, guys. I think it's just bombshell relationship. I don't think it's anything more than that. What's up, Glock? Glock said Casey doesn't know how to take it on the chin. He can't let Anaya be hurt and angry. He can't be creamed in the face. I'm wondering, well, he said that he's the eldest of 17 kids. Is that even true? Who knows? Because here's the thing. Casey's friends were very active on social media, and now nobody is saying anything. His best friend, she put up a post and she was just like, guys, I don't understand either. So she's just like, stop asking me. I don't understand why he's doing what he's doing either. So nobody knows. Nobody knows if what anything that he is saying in this villa is true. Nobody knows. He acts like the baby boy of the family, to be honest with you. Hot Pepper says it isn't all of a sudden. I think they're trying to protect him at first, but it's too much. Here's the thing. I think they never liked him. Because remember, they have footage that we don't have. So they knew of him before we knew of him. And I think they released the footage of him, of his true colors, or start feeling comfortable doing that when the audience was ready to receive it. Because we had Casey and Anaya as our winners. They were touching that money. And then, here's where his mask slipped for me. He was in bed and he was all getting ready for bed and he was talking about Melanie and Sincere. And the way he was disparaging Melanie made me clench my pearls.
Ooh.
KC.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, KC? Like, I couldn't believe that that's what he was saying about Melanie. So to be here at this episode with him and TT are laughing at her pain, absolutely gobsmacked. I would have never thought that this guy was like that. But to be honest with you, I wasn't looking for anything on him. He did so well. If he would have kept that mask on, he would have won. Everybody loved him. Everybody loves him.
Yeah,
everybody loves him.
Counseling everybody and
him and Anaya. Remember, everybody were calling them the parents of the villa. And he just switched for no reason. Duffel said, my theory for why that conversation was cut off is because the folks made reference to what's-her-face who got sent home for being a bigot. And production isn't interested in drawing more attention to it. That's a good observation.
What? Who?
I think her name was Alana, the girl that got sent home.
Mm-hmm.
Duffel was saying that he believes that's why the conversation with Memorial was cut short. Because, how can you not bring that girl up?
Yeah.
She was a huge part of the experience.
Yeah.
So huge that even though she had been left the villa, they still had so much footage of her that she was still in later episodes. Me too, Cindy. Cindy said, I was so proud of Anaya. Me too. I cannot believe we're in the Star family. We're in a delivery room right now.
Yes!
I am still so gagged. Like, oh my God. Sapphire said, also, I'm genuinely exhausted for Melanie. She is literally so drained from that man. So I cannot believe she is disattached to best regards. Yeah. But it's a life lesson. It's a life lesson. She's just figuring it out on TV. Jennifer said, Zach saying, if I wanted to bring her back, I would have. She was removed from the villa, didn't have a choice. Exactly.
Right. So he's still lying.
Okay, because here's the thing. Not even movie night is going to be able to show Kata all of Zach. She's going to have to watch this freaking show. Poor baby. Poor baby. Divine said, LA, man. LA loves the ghetto bird. Divine said, Anaya talked to KC more than Carl. Come on, Anaya. Well, that's what they showed us, right? But I think they showed us this Anaya and KC talking as much as they did because movie night is coming. Movie night's coming. And this is the thing. This show ain't slick. They're showing they showed basically this episode was everything being smoothed over. Amora came in, smoothed things over with Sincere. She also assured Melanie that Sincere was the right guy for her. Casey and Anaya squashed it. They're cool. The Villa girls and the Casa girls, they're cool.
They're not cool, but I understand.
Yeah, everybody is at peace now. And they did that for a reason. Because right now, because the villa is like 2 days ahead of us, that villa is on fire. That villa is on fire. But the show ain't slick. If I was on that show, I would be feeling real suspicious. I would be like, why is everybody making up? We're all doing pretty good. Something's coming.
Yeah.
It's too peaceful in this villa. Something is coming. Trinity are now boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see that conversation with Zach saying Trinity is not like us. She doesn't fit with us.
Mm.
Woo! It's about to be a mess. It's about to be a mess. Divine said Trinity is the one telling everybody it's not that deep. She kept telling Kata. They said it in the challenge. And I also think that we're getting that from Trinity because Trinity is about to see some stuff. And she's always the one, right? She's always the one keeping the girls together.
Mm-hmm.
The girls are going to have to keep her together this time. She's going to see some stuff. And I don't necessarily think that she'll see it from Bryce, but she'll see Zach talking about her and Bryce not defending her. That's what I think is coming. That's why everybody has made up. That's why everybody is cool and chill. Because tomorrow, war. Dr. Anmani said, although I would love to see Carl and Anaya go the distance, looks like Anaya is waking up. I am happy Anaya has officially let KC go so she can fully explore Carl. Same. Jessica said, warm regards is a menace. He admits he never tells the whole truth. I will say, sad to say, that's growth for him because now he's admitting that he is a liar. Before he would act confused. Why does everybody think that I'm a liar? Just because I said because I said I had an apple pie and a pecan pie? I like them both, but sometimes I want to try pistachio ice cream and put them in a tank with 2 fish. Like, what are you saying, young man? But at least he's finally admitting that he's a liar. That's growth for Sincere. That's growth. Hey, Adrian. Adrian said, I like Kata's voice, but I think it got more raspier like Amaya's. It has to probably do with the climate and the food that they're eating. I just do not understand, especially for the Black Americans on the show, the amount of cheese that everybody is consuming on a show where you guys are like in each other's genitals during challenges and under the covers. Like, y'all all eat a lot of cheese for this show to be so sexual. No, I know them Black Americans is blowing that villa up. We cannot eat dairy. For some reason, our stomachs cannot hold dairy. Y'all they be eating grilled cheese. They eat a grilled cheese sandwich every day. And that Fiji heat. That villa got to be funky. It has to be. All that dairy on an island? Absolutely not. Jonathan said 2 bombshells never won Love Island USA as a couple. Listen, we got a bombshell and a Casa Boy last year. It might be 2 bombshells.
Yeah, we did get a bombshell.
Who knows? Who knows? Chu said, mad as hell. The Amora and TT preview made it seem like it was going to be so juicy. They sure did. But I like Mama Star, I gained a lot of respect for Amora because I like the fact that she was not engaging in that nonsense with TT. I think she has great discernment. And she was like, oh, really? Okay. You know what I mean? Because TT was being very messy. And I'm just like, you just got there. Why are you being so messy? Because I think that she thinks she has it in the bag because she thinks that Casey is popular. Don't unpack, baby girl. Don't unpack.
She came in there to take the girl's man. That's what you said.
She got him. You got the prize, child. Mm-hmm. Jessica said Casey wanted her to go all out. Anaya said, honey, I'm good.
But now
let's go our separate ways. I was so happy for her too.
But now she found out he ain't no winner.
Okay. Because Anaya was just like, listen, we're not even going to do that friendship nonsense. Because I would never be friends with somebody who would treat me like that. We're good. And I'm very proud of her. Divine said, okay, I didn't see that Anaya was talking to Carl when Casey pulled her. Yeah, she was talking to him. Dr. Imani said Casey and TT are spending more time berating and gossiping about other couples than getting to know each other on a deeper level. I mean, focus on yourselves, TT and Casey. I absolutely agree. Khalil said Amora doesn't want to be a sideshow to the Melanie and Sincere show. Yes, and Amora also knows this is a game show and it's 2 weeks left.
She said that.
She's not going to win, but at least homegirl wants to make it in the top 4. And if she plays her cards right, she can. Because Caleb is not into not Jessica Alba. It ain't working. Jessica said, warm regards, loves the attention, and also doesn't want to be accountable. Because he doesn't want to change. He likes who he is. Laylo said, Amora doesn't want to be a side character in their drama. She knows Melanie will still pick Sincere. Yep. Plantain Poppy. Oh, what's up? Said Carl and Anaya won't work. He is a second option, and there is too much pressure on it succeeding now for it to be healthy. Let's think positive, Plantain Poppy. We were here last year with Nicolandria. We did it before. We can do it again. Positivity. Hey, Kaylee. Kaylee said, I need to see how Melanie will react to movie night now that she has a little awareness. Once she has everything, how will she react? She's already, see, here's the thing about Melanie. Like I said before, that girl is deeply spiritual and she's very intuitive. Her body is already in movie night. That's why she can't stop crying. Her body is already there. Her body is already going through the motions. Movie night is going to break that girl. It is. But because her body is already going through it, she might just get up from that and be like, I've seen enough. I've seen what I needed to see. I don't know how it's going to go. I am not hopeful that she's going to leave that boy alone. Miss Brown Sugar said, I believe in my girl, Melanie. She's almost there and she's going to figure it out for herself. Yeah, I hope so. But we also have to realize, where is she going to go with this? 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
Where's she going to go? Where's she going to go? Chu said, if they bring more Mel bombshells, they need to like Kinsey in a room. Absolutely. Janelle said, they better not sugarcoat nothing involving Trinity and Bryce. Every couple needs to be shown on movie night. Here's the thing. If they show all of Bryce's conversations with Zach about Trinity, we might lose our winners, guys. I think the show is going to do what they have to do, but I think they also are, want to have a winner this season.
Yeah, they're not going to do what they did because, see, remember Nick and 404 went on a date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they were closed off.
Yep. And they were going to be our winners.
Mm-hmm.
Piper said, I'm betting money that Melanie and Sincere make it to the Final Four. Oh, absolutely. They're making it. Sapphire said, everything would have been so much better if they did them like last season, where they separated all couples and made everyone single. That way it forced everyone to have new connections for a while. Well, here's the thing. The audience complained about last season, so they switched it up this season, and the audience is complaining. I don't know what they can do at this point to make the audience happy. Because here's the thing. They're going to get younger and younger people for the show. And the boys are red pilled. Right? So it's going to be very, very difficult to get young men who are going to be different than the young men of this season. Unless they start casting today and specifically look for lover boys, I don't know. I do not know. Khalil said the guys don't understand that by their logic, there is no reason for them to stop exploring. We're not closed off. We're not in a relationship. Why are we pretending? Kissing, fondling, and smexing. That's another thing. They treat with not being closed off, they treat it like a free-for-all. Like, I can do all of this stuff since I'm still exploring. Even Sincere was trying to make sense of what he was doing in Casa and being like, oh, this is what Casa is for. Casa is for me to explore.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. You explore if you still want to. You don't explore because that's the process. You don't even have to explore. If you like somebody and you don't want to go anywhere else, the show is not forcing you to explore. You don't have to do that. Last year, nobody explored because Ace was so strict. Oh my goodness. He ran a very strict program in that villa. And if you decided to close off, he eliminated you. He was a menace. He eliminated you. That's not happening. There's no Ace this season, right? There's nobody who is strict, who is running that villa like the Navy, right? Like a Navy SEAL. So you guys can do what you want to do, but you guys are all choosing to be engaged. You killed your own experience. So now that you want to explore, you look like a terrible person because you came in a show and got engaged on day one. Now you want to explore. Now it looks like you're cheating because you went so hard in being in a relationship 24 hours into the villa. Season 9, don't do that. Bree said Casey is mad Anaya might have a second chance to stay in the villa. That's all it is. That's all it is. You saw his face the whole time Carl was talking about Anaya. Why do you care? Why are you rolling your eyes? He's such a weirdo. He's such a weirdo. Unique said they want to know Anaya's business to make the story right for KC. Because the guys care more about each other than they do the women. Corbin, yesterday. Hey, so what was Anaya doing in the villa, in Casa? Why do you care about what Anaya was doing in Casa? Aren't you with Parmesan? And before that, you was with Kenzie. You were never in a coupling with Anaya. So why do you care? Oh, because you want to take that tea back to KC, who keeps on saying he doesn't like her or want to be with her. They're all confusing. Kaylee said, Amora was smart. Sis did her affirmations. She's on Love Island and she's not about to squander her opportunity. Yep, because it's Friendship Island as well. It's Friendship Island as well. That's how you stay in that villa. Amirio said, yes, I love that Bryce said that to Carl. He was trying to get brownie points for his girl. Jason said, the way Casey was acting relieved that Carl was interested in Anaya made me laugh. I believe he's jealous of Carl wanting Anaya. He absolutely is, right? Because what was that performance?
Yeah.
I'm so happy Carl is here. Woo! I don't have to deal with that anymore. You're sick. You're sick to your stomach. You're sick to your stomach because you done lost that girl's attention.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you liked. That's exactly what you like. You're sick to your stomach. All of that nonsense. It's not the actions of a guy that does not want to be with a girl.
Okay.
And that don't care nothing about her.
Okay.
You got your boys checking up on her. You're not slick, because it was so odd that Corbin was checking for what Anaya was doing in Casa. You sent him to do that. You got all your boys on a mission bringing you back information. But you won't go find the information for yourself because you got TT in the villa, and TT don't play. TT bites. And you know not to play with her. So you got your boys going around the villa getting information on Anaya to bring back to you.
Because you don't want to have to put a restraining order on her and feet.
Hey, Lewis. Lewis said one thing is clear: Anaya and Carl are not winning. Don't worry, they will. They better give Trinity and the guy the win. First to show. Baby, what are you saying? Why are you writing this out like you Parmesan? Write that again. Write that again. Be Yourself said, I love Anaya, but I don't know that she likes Carl. I also love Trinity, but I cannot stand Bryce. We are voting for Friendship Island, okay? The votes this season is for the Bratz Pack. We don't care about them boys. Not even Carl. I love Prince Naveen, but we are voting for the Bratz Pack. That is our final four. Whoever they're with, they're making it to the final four. This is Friendship Island for us. This is Sisterhood Island for us. We're not featuring them men. We are not featuring them men. And here's the thing, guys. People like Carl don't like Anaya, and Anaya doesn't like Carl. It's been a few hours. Oh, give them some time. Let it build. These two are both slow burners trying to make something click in 2 weeks. Give them a chance. We were here last year with Alandria. Everyone's like, Alandria doesn't like Nick. Now look at her. Now look at it.
You want some chocolate?
You want some chocolate? You can't pull up on that man without her having something to say.
Okay.
Let it build. Let it build.
Ask Nick what kind of candy he like. Chocolate.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Wait, where is it? K235 said, Nikki, why are you silencing Mama Star? I wasn't. I just wanted to get through my review and let her take it. But you know what?
Mama Star.
Tomorrow, Mama Star, I'm gonna let her jump in. Because I also feel like I'm going to do that because I felt like you wanted to say more things, but you forgot.
I did.
You did.
I had all this stuff ready to say.
Don't worry.
And when you brought me up, I was just like,
He was like, that's it. And I was like, no, she had more. Don't worry.
I did. But
tomorrow, as soon as you have something.
You go past. You know what I mean?
Because you used to write notes. You don't do your notes no more.
No, I write down what I need.
You off the dome. You off the dome, Jay-Z.
You ain't got to tell the Star family.
Okay, so tomorrow, when you got a thought, I'm gonna let you hop in.
Yeah, you gotta let me in because you gotta let me engage. You gotta let me roll. All that stuff. By the time you got finished, I didn't even know where you was at. I said, "Dang."
Jonathan said they don't need to like each other. Fake it to get the money. At this point, here's the thing: I'm not looking for a love story in this season.
Well,
nobody likes each other. Like it's like this is enemy island. Okay, I'm rooting for the Bratz Pack. That's it.
I want to see Beyond the Village. And I don't even really like.
I feel like Beyond the Village is probably going to be good because nobody likes each other.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to have.
We're going to get some conflict. We're going to get people saying some things. Mm-hmm. We're going to get Anaya pulling up in her Range Rover from her home, her summer home in Malibu that her parents got her for the time that she was filming, and be like, "What's up?"
Saying,
Trinity is not Trinity. TT's absolutely want to be on Beyond the Villa. Absolutely.
Of course they're going to have.
Absolutely.
But they better have security.
No.
They better have security.
I think she knows that this ain't Zeus.
Well, what did they tell her? They must have just told her. She
got the message from HR. Hey, She Baby said, y'all keep saying you're rooting for Caleb. He gets no screen time. What other guy are we going to root for? Carl just got here. This is so sad. Last year, baby, I was taking Nick all the way, and Ace. I liked Ace because I liked the core four. We had our core four last season. I liked them until they got out the villa.
It was the boys that rolled together was Nick, Ace, Taylor, and Jeremiah, right?
No.
Who was the core four?
They got rid of Jeremiah episode 2.
Yeah, but Jeremiah was their friend at first, but
he was. Jeremiah. Nick replaced Jeremiah. Nick was the outsider. Divine said Corbin is the worst Love Island man ever. Over Casey? Nah. K235 said Carl making breakfast for the two only dark-skinned women in the house. I know that's right. You know what? Is that me or is that Carl's type?
Okay.
He stay up under something chocolate. Bree said Anaya is getting all this heat like this couldn't have been the story for all the girls. All their men are questionable. Absolutely. She baby said Carl has me feeling away, y'all. That is my type. I will say this: when he came out of that cake and he was posing, I said, "Oh, let him know, Carl. Let him know what you're working with." K. Charles said, "Literally, Carl is just sweet. He didn't want any of the other ladies to feel left out. He's a good guy. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. We like Caleb. He's too quiet. Carl is very, he's a dominant good guy, and we like that." Zora said Anaya has nothing to apologize for. It's kind of insinuate that because he treated her well, he's entitled to being chosen. Bryce Cada for rejecting him on their first night. Red pill down. Yep. Miss Brown Sugar said, I understood Anaya now and even in the moment of her decision. And I actually think that's what Casey was doing earlier too. But it's all in how you deal with the consequences of your own decisions. Absolutely. And I think everybody's also overlooking that boy love bombed her. He love bombed her. And when his behavior changed, she questioned that. And then we got Casa. Kimberly said, honestly, Casey tried to, because guys, you have to realize right before Casa, they had the letter challenge where they wrote each other those love letters. And we all thought that KC, since he said that he was over Anaya, we all thought that he wasn't going to give her a letter. He gave her that letter that he wrote in dry erase markers. He gave her that letter. They hugged, they kissed, and they were back together. That girl she didn't have anything to worry about. So she thought. Kimberly said, honestly, KC tried to tell before Casa that he wasn't sure about them. Watch it back. I love Anaya down, but I want to be fair. Absolutely. But remember, right before Casa was the letter challenge. They basically got engaged.
She was lying.
Yeah. Devonda said, Anaya deserves grace and empathy, and her name is Anaya, not Anita. Get this queen's name right. Here's the thing, Devonda. I'm going to give people grace for that who are messing up her name, because I have to constantly, if I'm typing her name on social media, I have to constantly self-edit because Apple, my phone, changes it to Anita. So I'm going to give people grace. They're probably having the same problem that I was having with that. I missed this comment. I wanted to get it. Hey, Simply Simone. Simply Simone said those walls are up, but his hands is on her thigh. That's on his leg. They're going to be kissing again tomorrow. Absolutely. She Baby said, I love strong, caring men that are weak for beautiful women. I told y'all, my type is a lover boy. I love a lover boy. I don't ever give me a Zach. That weird, where you're like joking with me and all the jokes are mean. Where you're jokingly acting like you don't like me. Nah, I don't want that. I want a lover boy. Jessica said, Gal really didn't like Jen because he was all touchy-feely with Kinsey. Crazy work. And that's fine. But he didn't have to treat Jen like that. I did not like that. The way he talked to Jen was so rude. Janelle said, as freaky as Jen is, I'm shocked that she hasn't slept with Gal. She's just not attracted to him and vice versa. I agree. But he didn't have to treat her like that. K. Charles said Gal literally got his Villa green card As soon as he got his Villa green card, he bought up anything to start an argument and leave the coupling. But Jen, I'm gonna need you to stop all that laughing and babying when she says how she feels. Oh, I could tell that that's how she reacts when she's uncomfortable. Because I knew that she was like caught off guard by how he was talking to her. It was weird. Gal, explain that if you make it to the reunion. Because that was very weird. I'm like, why are you talking to her like that? What did we miss? What did we miss? Jessica said, how is Kenzie still going for Gal over Dylan? Makes no sense because Gal is with her friend. Kenzie does not like a man unless he's attached to her friend. That is her MO. She don't want Gal. She don't want Gal. Hot Peppers, you see Zach plotting on Kenzie already? He's plotting on all the girls. He's plotting on all the girls. Oh my God, did y'all see his face when Bryce was talking about his date with Trinity? He was trying to act like he was happy. Zach sad. Papa sad. K. Charles said, why have enemies when you got friends like Kenzie? For real, I get it. In this game, you got to have two options. But damn, girl, now you're just greedy. Just when we forgot about Kenzie, just when we forgot Kenzie was mean, she showed her colors. Yep. Cloud is okay. Said aggressive was insane. It threw me. You're being so aggressive, and I'm uncomfortable. I said, when? What did we miss? What did we miss? Dr. Inmani said KC makes guys like Tariq and oh my God, I forgot about Johnny. I forgot. Neither one of them was as bad as KC. Neither one. Tariq would eventually apologize in the rudest way, but he would apologize and correct his behavior. Janelle said Dylan definitely looks better than Gal. I don't get it. Well, these are people who come from all kinds of different places. Beauty standards in different cultures, in different areas. Gal is, he's that dude probably in Malibu. Abby said, LMAO, Gal is such a weasel. He wasn't even slick about making up an argument to dump Jen. It was so weird. Jen wasn't even engaging in the argument. She was just like, oh, okay. Like, what is going on? What is going on? WNC said Gal is the type to start a fight to get out of a relationship. I see him. Absolutely. My thing was, though, when he was talking to the guys, first of all, he was so negative that Zach even had to laugh because they were like, dude, what is going on? Are you still attracted to Jen? Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell her tonight. What happened? K. Charles said Caleb might be able to quietly sneak a win, but honestly, I need exciting characters in the villa. Caleb and Jen and his girl just don't give that to me. Absolutely agree. I unfortunately agree with this too. Ice Macchiato said Kato won't leave Zach. She's too far gone. She is. Brown girl said Parmesan is weird. That relationship has no hope. It's such an odd relationship. Unique said a glass shower at that. I'm just like, you just got in that villa. It was just like that girl that came in dressed as the devil in season 6. She was a bombshell from like last season, and she knew Rob. Even though she knew Rob, I was just like, girl, this is too much. She came in that night and had sex with Rob that night. I said, even if y'all got history, mama, we're watching you. Does nobody care about their resume? Like, oh my gosh. And on her way to 30, Christia. On her way to 30. She got 3 years to figure that out. 2 years to get that mind right, to develop a whole brain. How does she go? how does she survive? You know what it is? The best way to describe Corbin and Parmesan, thank you, Lord. The best way to describe them is they are the human version of pandas. The best way to describe it. They are pandas. Ain't nothing going on, but they having a good time. They having a good time. Tony said Corbin and Pyramid known each other for 5 days, showering and closing off seemingly by force is too much. This is going to bite them in the butt. It is. It's very weird. I was watching their scenes like, what is happening? I was so confused. Khalil said, Permita and Corbin being closed off and taking showers is wild. Who do they think we are, Corbin and Permita? They ain't fooling nobody. Here's the thing. If these two have history and know each other, that would make more sense. That would make more sense because they just literally fell into this relationship so quickly. And Caleb, to me, looked like some kind of decoy because you talked to Caleb for a day and then next thing you know, you and Corbin were in a relationship. Y'all were closed off at Casa. Something ain't right. Hannah said
it wasn't closed
off at Casa. Hannah said, I hate that none of the girls called Kenzie out on her sneakiness. Well, remember, we talked about this, Hannah. They mammied her from day one. They made this process about Kenzie. And now look what they done. They created a monster. You can't reel her in now. You let her know that every guy that comes in the village, she got first dibs. You can't change the rules now. Hey, Emmy said Kenzie has been saying she wants to see if she has anything with Gal for the last 3 episodes. It's just like, Kenzie, you got to lock it down. You got to lock it down. We got more bombshells coming in. You cannot keep exploring. You got to lock it down at some point. She is definitely that girl who is going to have her bachelorette party on some island occupied by brown people. And she's going to have a time at that bachelorette party. She's going to have a time. And she's going to make the excuse, well, I'm settling down, so this is what I should be doing. Kenzie is always going to have another dingaling in her sights, even if she's currently occupied by one. That girl, she's enjoying her 20s. Yeah, you could never be Hannah. You could never be friends with a woman like Kenzie. Kenzie is the reason why you get a Ring camera. Yeah. What you doing at my place? Oh, I just wanted to bring you guys some banana bread. Are you home? No, I'm not. Oh, is your husband home? No, he's not. No, he's not. Take that back. We don't want it. Why are you over here? No. Oh, girl, I just wanted to come see if you guys were home. Why you want to see him? Why you want to see him? And now I got a problem with him because why is he home in the afternoon? What's going on? What's going on? She is the reason why you get a Ring camera. Absolutely. And why you search that phone. Wavy said, oh yeah, Carl definitely loves chocolate. He actually had really good chemistry with Sydney on After Sun too. You know what? I feel like, guys like Carl, that's the perfect guy to do like interracial dating, right? Because he doesn't want to be anybody but himself. And he's not going to mimic your culture or anything like that. If he's with you, he just likes you. It'll be an easy transition with a guy like that because he really just likes you. That's how he doesn't give fetisher. Those are the guys that if you're going to date interracially, those are the guys that you date. He doesn't give fetisher. He just gives that he likes you. Especially if you're chocolate. Okay, he may have a type. Not a fetisher, but he may have a type, but that's okay. Kimberly said, Kenzie would be a fourth wife if it means getting attention over a friend. Oh, absolutely. 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 You can never introduce your man to her. Never. I don't care how much you and that man are in love, and you're just like, oh, Kenzie is not his type. She gonna slam that clam on that man. She gonna do it. She gonna do it. Nope. K. Charles said, Casey pissed me off, but what's new? How you gonna pull Anaya for a chat and then want her to speak first with all that giggling? We're on the eliminations because he was trying to be cute. He was flirting, y'all. He was flirting. He wanted to tell her that she looked good. He was for every, like, I won't say every woman, but every black woman know a Casey. Every, you tried it with him. He did you dirty. Now he want to be friends. We can't be friends. Like, what's up? He is such, I hate to say it, Casey, he gives big baby daddy energy. Big baby daddy energy. Fight with you for weeks, months, years over child support. And then when you finally are able to garnish his wages, he texts you, did you get those couple of dollars? LOL. Hope you enjoyed it. LOL. ... What you up to? After he put you through that hell, he trying to roll up. I was in the area. I bought little man some sneakers. Can I drop him off? Little man is with your mom. Why don't you drop him off to your mother? Well, I was in the area. I can't stop by. I used to live there. Big baby daddy energy. Big baby daddy energy. Hannah said, Kenzie is doing too much with that Corbin thing. Both did Caleb dirty and led with lust. I thank you for bringing it up. I forgot to talk about that. When she was calling Corbin lustful, you were lusting after me. Girl, the way you slammed that clam on that boy, we was like, Kenzie, calm down. All the boys in the villa was calling you lustful. All of them boys. How dare you try to turn it on him? Girl, bye. Chu said, I love that Kenzie can cuss out and drop a man. Melanie is missing that last step. Here's the thing. Kenzie is a mess, but she is really a Sagittarius. Sagittarius do not spin the block, and they will cut you or act like you never existed. It's an art. It is an art. Sagittarius will be so in love. They will be deep in it with you. But when they're done, you never existed. Y'all know my motto. If it wasn't successful, it never happened. If it wasn't successful, it never happened. That's why I don't do all that texting with them men. Call me. Let's chat. I'll meet you in person. I don't want a call log. I don't want a text thread. I don't need nobody to know I was there. I don't take pictures with them. There's not a man out there that I mess with that got a picture of me. Because if it wasn't successful, it never happened. And you have no evidence, so it can never be proven in a court of law or public opinion. I will never forget. I talked to this dude for like 2 months, and you would have thought that it was it, that we were going the distance, baby. You would have thought. And my one of my really good friends at the time, she was just always just like, do you really like this guy? Like, she could not believe that I was like giving this dude a chance. But that was back in my younger days when I wasn't. Now I exclusively date for looks and wealth. That's my thing. That's it. Looks and wealth. When I was younger, it was, oh, if he's funny, if he's artistic. So that used to get me. Them artsy boys used to get me. So it was an artsy boy. He wasn't, but he was so talented. I was so attracted to that. I was gone off him. When we were done, we were done. I don't do closure or none of that. I just block and act like you never existed. And so we went, this is back when I lived in New York, and we went to, on certain days, New York has these free museum days. And I went, and me and her went to this museum, and a guy that I used to talk to was there. And he walked up on me, and KC, he was like, KC. He was like, hey, Nikki. And I was like, I'm sorry, my name's Nicole. Do I know you? I love me. And he was like, Nikki, it's me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't remember. Did we go to church together? Oh, I was so freaking good. And he was like, really? You gonna do that? And I was like, sir, I'm so sorry. I'm kind of getting scared. I don't know you. We've never met. I think I may look like somebody that you know. He knew it was me because I was with my friend that he met. So he was just like, really, Nikki, you really gonna do that? And I was just like, sir, please, you're making a scene. And I like backed away and ran into the museum. So my friend comes up to me and she's like, Nikki, you used to date that guy. And I was like, who? She was like, that guy. I met him. And I was like, girl, I do not know who that is. I never met that guy a day in my life. And then I was like, do you really think I would date somebody like that? She was just like, yes, because I was shocked that you did it. And I was like, no, I don't know him for real. I've never met that guy. And we did this back and forth until she started feeling crazy. And she was just like, I could have swore that I met him. I could have swore that you introduced me to him. Like, I really remember that. I can't. And I finally had to say something because she was acting like she was losing her mind because she couldn't believe it. She was like, I really feel like I met him with you. And I just finally had to say, I was like, girl, of course I know him. And she was like, why would you do that? She said, I thought I was going crazy. And I looked at her and I said, if it wasn't successful, it never happened. He's vapor to me. Absolutely vapor. And to this day, because we know some of the same people from church, to this day, he keeps on trying to tell people that he know me. And I'm like, I never met that dude. I have no idea who that dude to this day. Oh, I am so much better now. I was a menace back in the day, but I'm better now. To this day, I have never met that man. If it wasn't successful, it never happened. And shout out to the Sagittarius in me, because all my little Sagittarius friends, we act the same way. Nope, cut, never existed. I don't know you. I will treat you like vapor. That's the best thing about Kenzie. That other stuff, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she got a Pisces placement, but stealing people's man, absolutely not. That's not a Sagittarius trait. We don't do that. We do not do that. We don't even like the men that's single. Why would we like one that's attached? Ridiculous. That's not us. That is not us. I don't know where Kenzie got that from. I do not know where she got that from. Chu said, OMG, I haven't read a book since they made me in elementary school. That's how they are. I don't know. No said, how did they get through casting? I don't know. I'm telling you, whoever cast Parmesan, y'all had to be desperate. Because I know y'all went through it talking to that girl. No way y'all thought that she would be good for TV. I don't know how that happened. Unless she showed up to casting with a different personality and then gave us this. That happens. That absolutely happens. I have been through that. Casting somebody and they see, they're a totally different person through casting. And then they get on set and you're like, who in the hell is this? Who is this? That's probably what happened. I can't see them wanting to even talk to this woman the way she is on this show. She probably switched up as soon as she got on camera. Sapphire said, I want to believe it's the language barrier from her side, because after that conversation in the kitchen, I had to sit down with what they were saying. There's no way they actually talk like this. That's what I'm feeling. Like something is up. It's very weird with those two. Hey, Ken. Ken said Casey's eyes kept getting more crooked, and then he had the audacity to roll his eyes. Do y'all know he's a barber? He's a barber. So that straight bowl cut is intentional. He does that to himself. Those Angry Bird eyebrows, he does that. He got a whole barber page. I was like, oh. People are paying you. First, no. It's called KC Cuts. I said, oh, you're charging people for this? Look at Corbin's hairline. Since Corbin has entered the villa, that hairline is going further. That baby's hairline is going further and further back. Get KC out of your head, bro. Sapphire said he was so annoying telling her he didn't want to talk first when he's the one who pulled her. No, you go. No, you go. Why are you laughing? Nothing's funny. You were just laughing at her when she was having a panic attack. You think she would be laughing? Very weird young man. So sad. Khalil said, all these people justifying why it's okay to treat people that way tell me they don't carry themselves with dignity and respect, or they don't expect for people to treat them with it. And they just don't realize or fear the consequences of that. Because the way Trinity laughed at Anaya's pain, I'm like, what woman doesn't know that you don't laugh at another woman's pain? How do you not know that? Because Mother Universe will make sure you have her same tears, if not worse. Never do that. They're all just very odd people. Odd villa. Glock said Casey was overacting. His over-the-top and brow wipes, his go get Carl. It's so obvious it bothers him that she had better waiting in the wings. That's exactly what it is, Glock. Better waiting. Because not only is she still in the villa, she upgraded. Tear him up. And not only did she upgraded with somebody in her tax bracket. So he can't compete. Rachel said, I don't believe them still. I wish Trinity knew she could have the money without the man. Can she though? Can she? Hot Peppers said, I don't know. Talking about Bryce. I don't like how he doesn't defend her around the boys. Oh, that's always been my issue with him. And the macroaggressions. But that's Trinity's boyfriend. And those are the season winners. Congrats. Zora said, I would like to see a more compelling couple win, and I haven't seen it yet. I think if Anaya and Carl build on that connection, it will make for a better win. Oh, it absolutely will, but they don't have enough time. Glock said, Gal wants clout. He went straight to status climbing, thinking his chances are better with an OG. Oh, is that what you think it is? That was so weird how he threw her away. And to me, I was just like, did you have a conversation with her or something with Kenzie? Because that was such a weird conversation. Hey, Marie. Marie said, I really wish that Trinity would have told him he needs to break up with Zach before agreeing to be his girlfriend. Well, then she wouldn't have had a boyfriend. She knew. Emmy said Jen can do so much better than gallbladder. She absolutely can, but for some reason she chose him. There were so many other men in that villa to choose from. I cannot believe that Gal was the one that got her. But that's Trinity's boyfriend. And those are the season winners. Congrats. Zora said, I would like to see a more compelling couple win, and I haven't seen it yet. I think if Anaya and Carl build on that connection, it will make for a better win. Oh, it absolutely will, but they don't have enough time. Even that unemployed guy would have been a better choice than Gal. Unique said you could see it in Gal's face that he didn't want Jen when she picked him. Yeah, he was looking around and he looked like he wanted to ask Ariana if he could say no. Hot Pepper says it's crazy that the boys are the Madam Whistle Downs this season. It's upsetting me and my homegirls. Hey, Nikki, not Nicole, said weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Naya just had to sleep on it. She woke up with a new perspective and a new attitude. I was so mad at her for the other night, but very proud now. Absolutely. She did such a good job. And I'm telling you, Melanie's words spoke life into that girl. She realized who she was. Anaya was crying and breaking down. And Melanie said, he doesn't fit into your life. And you know that. And Anaya was like, yeah. She said, you want to play Build-A-Bear? Yeah. Yeah, then she had to sleep on it. And she was like, my girl was right. My girl was right. Jonathan said Trinity and Bryce storyline versus Anaya and Carl. Anaya and Carl wins. They both face adversity. That would work, but they got to lock in. It's 2 weeks and Carl's talking about his walls is up. Do you want this money or not? Put them walls down and get up onto that Amazon. Nikki.Nicole said, I just hope Carl can let his walls down and forgive Anaya, but I totally understand if he wanted to explore other connections. I don't think these kids know it's a game show. Like, even Melanie said, we don't have much time. Y'all still exploring? Now y'all want to explore. That's why y'all shouldn't have locked in so early. Because now everybody's exploring with 3 days left in the damn show. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Zora said a nice confidence showed up this episode. It sure did. It sure did. Janelle said, we love you, Mama Star.
And Mama Star love you back.
We need Mama Star Raw sometime. She's going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to let her go because it's going to be movie night. So I'm going to let Mama Star.
Thank you.
I'm going to let her do.
Mama Star has been silent.
I'm going to let her do what she do. She baby said movie night is going to make Sincere look even worse. That's the problem. All the guys are going to look terrible. All of them. Except for Caleb. K. Charles said Casey and Carl. K. Charles said Casey was trying to do that little back and forth that everyone does with one's ex. He liked that little playful energy, that flirty hatred, because he wants to, that's a man trying to keep a door open. Like, I don't want you right now, but when I do want you, I want to have access. That's what he's always done with Anaya. That's what he's always done with Anaya. Piper said, unless Melanie's family comes in and tells her to her face that Sincere is trash, Melanie is going to always pick Sincere. I'm betting money on it. Yep. And if Sincere mom comes and loves up on her, she's going to be even more confused. Dr. Enmani said, with Anaya's confidence, Carl will put them walls down fast. And the fact that she closed the door for KC, they have a strong chance. Yep. They just have to hurry up. We don't got much time. Hot Pepper said, I need some volleyball dates, some anime chats, need little movie stuff. We need Carl to plan some dates. Yes. Have the boys help, except for KC. Piper said on Aftershow, the production team had all the Casa girls and boys in the room and told them it was not over and that America is going to bring them back. I saw that. And Corey was clapping so hard, like he had a shot. I said, Bedazzle Veneers, you're going to America expeditiously. BY said TT is so fine that her history of violence restraining order over is all over social media. She is a fine companion for KC. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'm with Anaya. I don't like how KC treated her. However, he picked well for him. Him and TT, they are it. That's his perfect match. That's who he should have picked. Unique said, I can say that I'm proud of Sincere, but not trying to be flirty and two-faced with Amora like he did with Soul. Well, he did that because he can't play with Melanie no more. He knows that. If he was still on his playful stage, he would have been all up in between Amora's legs and Speakeasy. Rosa said after movie night, she won't like him for real, for real. Yeah. but I don't know if she's going to leave him. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't know if our girl is going anywhere. Let me get a couple more and then let the Star family go in for tonight. Kimberly said, yes, the guys like the guys more. Attraction put to the side. That's what it is. And that's the girls are fighting a lose-lose battle. Lena, I finally got the comment, y'all. Look.
Yeah.
Lena's about to have the baby.
Keep us posted, Lena.
Please keep us posted. Oh, push, breathe. Oh my God. That just tickles me so. I'm gonna let me heart this. I am like, that's so awesome. K235 said Nick was not playing about that girl. Even back when I wanted Alondria to go home, he still wasn't letting it happen. Listen, production probably was tired and was trying to get Alondria to go. And Nick was like, no. He would go into the elimination talks and be just like, just so we're all on the same page, Alondria is safe. So let's talk about somebody else. She's not going. He did not play about her. Dupe said they'll let Islanders decide, and Jen, the other blonde gal, and Dylan are going home, and maybe Kenzie. That elimination is going to be so brutal. This week, it's going to be a rough week. I think next week is going to be the week of healing, but this week is going to be a rough one.
You think they're going to send Kenzie?
I think we're going to get a mass dumping, and some OGs are going to go home. EDM said the prize isn't being picked, the prize is being respected. Melanie need that on a t-shirt. She reminds me of Olivia Pope. If you want me, earn me. Mel, the core four, the Brats pack, they're going to do so well after this show. I'm excited for them. I hope that they do not let other people get in between their friendship and what they built in the villa, because if they stick it out together, those girls are going to go far. BC Nick said, I don't think Bryce necessarily ever said anything bad about Trinity, but his lack of speaking up for her spoke volumes. Yep.
That's going to go over her head, though. That's going to go over Trinity's head.
I don't think so.
That's going to go over Trinity's
I don't think
head.
so, but I think she's going to
be enamored for being in
yes, but I don't think so. I think she's wise enough to know it's too late to mess this up. Our girl is very smart. Zora said, Janelle, I agree. They need to expose Bryce and Zach fully. I think they will, but I don't think that Bryce is going to get as much heat as Zach. Sapphire said that boy is dangerous. If he's okay with lying this much on national TV, imagine how he will be in private. Just yikes. Very scary. Khalil said these people are KC's flying monkeys. They're trying to sabotage Anaya, but they are not slick. A whole smear campaign. No weapon formed against Anaya shall prosper. We've been here before, guys, and we won the battle. And we will win. We won the battle in 2025. We will win it in 2026. No weapon. 50 said plot twist. Bryce and Trinity win, and he better not. He will not be able to work in the Milky Way if he pulls that stunt. Please, production, give the money to Trinity. Hot Pepper said nobody is thinking about what Carl wants. They're only saying she doesn't deserve him. True. And it's just like, because she didn't pick him after knowing him for a couple hours. Let's be realistic. Devonta said Love Island is like the Garden of Eden, and the audience acts like gods, very self-righteous hypocrites, knowing that they are making the same mistakes as these kids are, but they're adults. A lot of people critiquing Anaya are married to KCs. That's why they can't see it. Chu said Gal went, I feel like I can't explore here. Jen went, oh, that's how it generally is here. It's not you. He went, how dare you invalidate my feelings? Yes. That's exactly how it went down. Jen was like, what's going on? She was so confused, poor thing. Kaylee K said, Parmita, Miss, I'm so mature. talks like a baby, laughs at the Villa girls for acting married after 3 weeks, but close off after a couple of days, and they had sex in casa. I feel like no one caught. That's what I was talking about. We saw when he was inserting himself in her.
Oh my God.
Either she is really a bird, or they knew each other coming into this.
That don't mean that. She's probably ready. Like they in Fiji. She probably have sex every night.
Okay, thank you, Mom. Tony said Zach likes to bring his partner down because he feels insecure about her being a better person than he is. That's exactly what it is. Devonta said we here for Blasia love this season and Wasia love too. Clock it. Lolo said Gal was so nasty for no reason at all. I've seen his employees say they're watching the show. He's too old to be acting like this. Embarrassing. It was weird. And calling Jen aggressive, I said, Jen, you look like you was ready to get bucked, TT. What did she do? That was so odd. Give Me Shelter said KC wants to be friends so he doesn't get kicked out. He showed what he's capable of, and because he's young, I hope he grows from this experience after he looks at his behavior. I hope so too. Devonta said Casey is the type to text you what you doing late at night.
Yeah. What's up, Vicky?
And then if you respond, come over, sleep with you, and before he gets in that car, block you. What is going on in Fresno? Stop getting black men from Fresno on this show, please. We're done. Let's lock Fresno up. Let's lock up Temecula. Let's not do it. No Fresno, no Temecula, no IE. No, we're good. Don't even touch LA. Absolutely not. We're good. Khalil said Kenzie doesn't like to get it back though. When her friends want to explore her love interest, she can't take it. Yep. ACAB, True Crime. I know that's right. Said Corbin and Parm have some of the funniest conversations though. What are the conversations? You from Miami, I'm from Miami. Let's take a shower. That's the conversation. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Girl, slow down.
Okay.
K. Charles said, don't let him find his channel, Nikki. Don't let him use this. Who are we? You know what? I do. The channel is growing, so I'm going to have to shut up. I'm going to have to shut up a bit. Because remember, those Star Family members who have been with me before Love Island, remember when I was reviewing Love at the Lockup and one of the cast members found me and started fighting with me and everybody in the comments section? Ooh, we were like, is that actually you? He's in prison now. Ain't that so?
Oh, Michael?
No, not Shane. Remember the guy that gave his girl an STD?
Oh, yeah.
Khalil said, in order to be funny, you need wit and comedic timing. Corbin and Fermita
have
neither. But they got sex, child. They got sex. That's it. Honey Rodder said, I love a Sagittarius for this. I'm a Pisces, so I leave you on the night. Years later, I want a Sag like this stuff. Vapor. To this day, vapor.
Wait a minute, Philly.
To this day.
Wait a minute,
JC
Philly.
said, people comparing Anaya to Huda is how I know people can't tell the difference between somebody who is emotional like Anaya or Kayla and crazy like Huda. Seeing that video of that girl running into the parking garage on the phone, trying to find her boyfriend.
What video?
You didn't see that TMZ video of Huda?
Oh, yeah.
Where she was telling him that she was going to kill herself if he ain't answer? Oh, Lord. Who's surprised?
And he realized that he had done been on more than he could do.
Sure did. Catboy said, Gal saying he doesn't like physical touch, then rubbing up on Kenzie is sick. Kenzie does this little hand thing that she just think get the voice. What is this? Do the men's like this? Because this is Kenzie's thing.
Okay.
She loves caressing the arm of a man. Do y'all like that? Dr. Imani said the KC fans are wild. Now they're comparing Anaya to Huda. Let them. Watch they be silent. Watch they be silent. We silenced them last year. We'll silence them this year. E. Ferripoli said, thank you, Nikki, for another dope live. You're welcome. Yes! Thank you, Star Fam, for remembering to like, share, and hype the live. If you're new, welcome, and hit the subscribe button for more fun. See y'all tomorrow. Yes. Like the video, hype the video, share if you care. It helps your girl grow in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all so much. Why not 3 more? Betty said, I also believe Parmesan and Corn GPT probably knew each other more than just those DMs. I think so too. Might be pulling a season 4 scammer, Carmen and Kenzo. Yep. Who knew each other, dated, but pretended they didn't know each other. Yeah, I think so too. DGF said, what Gal did to Jen was true gaslighting, making one doubt their experience, reality, insanity, and who they are as a human is diabolical. Imagine being married to that. There is going to be a white woman who takes the bait. And my God, today, the story she's going to have to tell when she's divorcing him at 45 with all them damn kids. I'm sorry, I'm 50. Nothing wrong with IE, but the black men that they get from there, we're good. We're good on them. Maybe we just need to give California a break, a full break for the blacks. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Donnie said, I had to unsubscribe from 2 content creators yesterday because of Anaya. Listen, the girls are red pilled too. That's what it is. Like the women are having terrible takes because a lot of these women are married in relationships or have kids by KCs. And so for them to see a problem in him, they're going to have to see a problem in who they chose to be with and create life with. And they much rather make Anaya the problem than look in a mirror.
They probably dating a KC.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely are. They absolutely are. Cassandra said, Jen asked Gal if she brings him back, would he explore Kenzie? And he said, yes. I don't understand it. She knew. Well, listen, he wasn't interested in her in Casa, so I don't know why she did that. That was so weird to me. I'm like, Jen, are you ready to go home? I was screaming at my TV when she picked him. I said, and last, I thought it was going to be Keon. They said, no, Carl was last. Second to last was Gal. I said, Gal, who the hell did that? Zach? Who picked Gal? I was so confused. Callie K said, KC told the guys, obviously I want to talk to her, but to Kenzie, it's 50-50 when Carl said it. He didn't want accountability from his boys at all. At all. DGF said, Kenzie caresses the chin, strokes the neck, and scratches the palm and arms while maintaining eye contact. I wonder if they're pathways to the vagus nerves. What's that? What's the vagus nerve? Child? Because if that's something that gets the boys going, not the kids teaching me something. The vagus nerve is a cranial nerve. The longest and almost complex cranial nerve in the body, acted as a biological superhighway. It connects the brain to major internal organs and serves as the main driver of the parasympathetic nervous system. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you, Kenzie. Yes. Let me start caressing them Mandingo's vagus nerves. I know that's right. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you, Toya.Star. Toya.Star said, have you joined the NikkiStar family email list? You still have time. Click this link and sign up today. Thank you, Toya.Star. Oh yeah. That's gonna be my last one. Betty said, Jen and Caleb better not commit bombshell sibling incest like Pepe and Iris to become a last-minute couple for the white votes in the finals. I'm fine. Jen and Caleb have been through enough. Hot Pepper said, I remember there was heat when Anaya chose Carl. Not everyone thinks he is too good. She's too good for him. He is too good for her, or she is too good. He is too good for her. Yeah. Here's the thing. They just don't like Anaya. Because I'm glad that she didn't pick Carl. Because if she picked Carl, people would be like, oh, she's a colorist. She doesn't like black men. So I'm glad she didn't pick him. But it's like she's in a lose-lose situation because some people just do not like her. Dolly said, Nikki, if they stop casting black men from California, they have to go south. Atlanta, Houston, Dallas. Are there any black men in Maine? Can we get some Boston black men? Oh my goodness. We have got
go to Philly.
We have got them no, because I don't want them Philly boys embarrassing me. Because them Philly boys gonna be in all kinds of love triangles. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be oh my God, they're gonna be worse than sincere. Now, Lalo said, after movie night, I need some romance between Carl and Anaya. I've been waiting since day one of Casa. Thank you, and haven't given up hope. That's why they need to happen. We need to see the romance in Love Island. And Carl is the only one who is going to do that. He is the only one who is going to do that. Cindy said, I love this channel. We learn something new every day. Thank you, Cindy. K235 said, if Anaya chooses Carl, she's a colorist and never like black men like KC. If she chooses KC, she's stupid and delusional. Yeah, there's literally no way for her to win. Yeah, lose. Please like the video, guys. Naima said, no Philly men on my screen. Absolutely not. New York and Boston first. Please. New York and Boston first.
What you trying to say, Naima?
She know them Philly boys are lover boys, but players at the same time. They'll love bomb and play. It won't be a good look. Give me a chance to say, Nikki, off topic, but I got my sister to listen to Phases by Brandy. Your influence is growing. I sent her your reviews. Oh, thank you, Give Me Shelter.
Thank you, Give Me Shelter.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. I hope she loves it. That was a good book. Naima said, maybe something for Chicago. A Chicago brother? I would like that. Yeah, please, no Detroit.
Chicago, and y'all watch Shy? The Shy?
Okay. We like roughneck.
I need a roughneck.
Yes, we like a doing an attitude who don't use his fingers in his food. Naima said, Mama Star, I'm in Philly right now. They will be worse than KC, I promise. Yeah. You're right, and I love me a Philly man, but you are right. Give Me Shelter said, also, we need a season 1. Yes, that is coming. From discussion. Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I will be doing those reviews on Wednesday to get us back on track. I'm going to end here with my super chat from Renee. Hey, Renee. Renee said, hey, Nikki, my sad sister, what's up? And beautiful Mama Star.
Hi, my love.
Thank you, Nikki, for sharing Mama Star with us. Love you both. Thank you so much, Renee. Love you too. And thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate the super chats, guys, and all of you who Venmo and PayPal and Cash App. I appreciate it. You make a girl feel special. Thank you all so much. Oh, DC will be good too. I would love DC. I don't know about Atlanta. I don't know about Atlanta. Gal is enough, child. Kaylee said also, why were celebrities being asked about Love Island at the BET Awards? While I love how popular the show is, sometimes I wish it was niche, especially when I see male celebrities are after. Oh my God, the Dallas Cowboys, boo. Boo! Boo! Anyway, Star Fam, let me get out of here. Same time tomorrow. I'm going to make the review for 7:30. If the show was over an hour, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I might adjust it when I see how long the show is. But I do feel like movie night might go over. But we will see. But thank you so much for joining me on tonight. I say this every time because I mean it. I am so thankful that you can choose to stop by anybody's home, but you stop by here. I absolutely appreciate the views, the likes, the follows, the shares, the super chats, the Venmos, the Cash Apps, the PayPals, the prayers, the love, the reviews that you share of me to from other people. It's just really, it's a blessing. And I'm really, really thankful that you guys do that. And I do not take that for granted because you don't have to do it. And the fact that you choose to do it is such a blessing to me. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So I absolutely appreciate all of you guys and your support. I have to bring this up because this is still like, I am so amazed that we're in the delivery room. I am so amazed. Lena, congrats. We cannot wait to meet our baby Star family member.
Yes.
So proud of you. And congrats again. We'll be looking and waiting for the report. Tell the baby that the aunties, the uncles, the uncties of the Star family.
Make the middle name Star.
Make the middle name Star.
Make the middle name Star.
Of the Star family loves them, and we're anxiously waiting their arrival. We are praying that and knowing that you will have a safe and healthy delivery.
Congrats again, my Star granddaughter.
We got a Star baby. Again, thank you so much for even during contractions. You stopped by to see me. Guys, that's a blessing. I feel really, really blessed. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. Love you. See you soon. Bye.